Senu watches as Aemon, Raiji, Phosphorus, and Renistir walk off into the jungle towards Kwoi. He says nothing, even knowing full well this might be the last time he sees any of them. Aemon is not like me, Senu thinks to himself. Staying within these woods would only stifle his growth. It would stifle all of their growth. Once they're out of sight, he taps the nearest tree and returns to Bahrain. He makes his way quickly to Amelje and begins meditating. He warns her that a vile creature may have Aemon's blood, but she tells him not to worry. They'll never harness it like he can, she says. And then Amelje finally tells Senu why Aemon was welcomed into the Jaedun Elves. He sits there, expecting to listen for hours, if not days, to what she has to say. Instead, she says 4 words. They pass through Senu like a cold rain, chilling, yet refreshing. The words bring him much-sought clarity, and as the gravity of what Amelje has told him sets in, Senu looks to his dead arm before speaking back to her. What a small price to pay for his safety. Miles and miles to the northwest, our party has made it back to Kwoi. It's here they found Kuhara, tending to the graves outside the city walls, and learned of a second Aemon who had returned to the city. This Aemon claimed that the rest of the party died, and more replacements were coming towards Kwoi. They went with Kuhara towards the Bumble Brigade's old hideout to come up with a plan, but before reaching it, Renistir noticed Kuhara's limp was missing. A fight ensued, with Kuhara being captured, or so the party thought, as Raiji found tracks leading away from the battle. We cut to Kuhara's tied-up body shimmering out of existence.
Like, what does it look like when she disappears? Just like a bloop?
She just
gone?
shimmers out of existence.
Are the restraints still taut?
Yep, they drop. No, they drop to the ground.
Guys, follow me.
Okay.
I saw tracks.
Hammer out still. Shield out.
Can I please take a second? I'm going to try to refocus.
It takes 10 minutes.
I know, but we want to be best prepared if we're fighting shit like this.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead.
I don't think we should let this slip away.
I mean, if she can magically disappear, what are we going to do? Tie her up again?
I don't know that was her.
We shouldn't stop. We should go right now.
I draw my swords.
Okay.
I have my staff. I'm ready to go.
Are you moving
That's what it
quickly?
is.
Yeah.
Are you moving at the speed of the party, Raiji?
If something was watching us, we should probably take it slow. It probably knows we might follow it.
Was cool.
Anyone like to inspect the tracks further? That wouldn't take too long. Give me a perception.
Nope.
Okay.
I'll give it a shot. Can I do survival or perception? Perception's better
Yeah,
than
perception.
survival, I suppose.
Perception. Can I do
Eamon's so
survival?
good at survival.
No. Well, I guess you found the tracks. You can do survival. Looking right at it.
21.
Okay, I got a 12.
Okay. Eamon, you clock the tracks. They go directly from the bound Kuhara in that direction. Like they go right up to it.
In what direction?
To the direction of the tracks that he found. Towards Kwoi.
Towards Kwoi.
Like
Okay.
it goes right up to her body. As if she herself just like walked off. Even though she was bound.
Yeah, I guess we should go fast.
I'll.
Could you keep it distracted if you get there before us?
Do we
Okay.
know what she was saying about the guards was bullshit? That entire story could have just been...
I'm just gonna go ahead.
We can outrun
Okay.
them if they
I
start
mean, for the
coming after us.
record,
Also, we can probably convince them we know
You
about
move
the guards.
decently quicker. So like you'll get there, and if combat starts, depending on how you get there, it would be pretty understandable, or it would not be a stretch if you got like a minute or so out that the combat would conclude before anyone else got there.
Like a full 60 seconds? Is he that much faster than us?
I mean, it depends on how far away this thing got, but it's been at least a minute or so now. So, and if like you go your full speed and they go their full speed, you're moving at least 15 feet quicker every 6 seconds. You would quickly leave them in the dust.
I have a question.
Yes.
What is the terrain like?
I mean, you're in the middle of the rainforest.
Is there a decline?
Not
also
nearly one that would be considered like a slope.
Also, if it's 15 feet every 6 seconds and we're dashing, that's almost 2 of those per 6 seconds. Like, he wouldn't be, I don't know. I'm just saying, the math might not add up to be like a ton of turns before we get there if we're going as
just
fast
depends
as we
on
can.
how far away it was.
If this thing is like 2 minutes away, he would still have like 6 or 7 turns before you guys got there.
I can run as fast as you can if I need to. Do you want me to come with you?
I'm only saying this so you are like aware of what it means for you to go that quickly ahead.
I can go with you as fast as you go if you'd like to.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to
catch.
It also doesn't mean you need
to
to like. I mean, if you're moving that quickly, you probably wouldn't be in stealth. But like, I don't know.
I mean, I would try to stop before.
I'm just gonna
I
get a
get
head
there.
start while they're
Yeah.
talking because I know he's gonna pass me.
Well, I'm talking to the DM, so
Oh.
I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
so
not
he-
standing here
he-
talking
he
to
was
nothing.
talking to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think I would just go. I think that would be the thing.
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
just
for sure.
just like, I'll go ahead and I'll be fine, and then I would start running.
As
Full
he runs
speed.
away, I look at
Full
Renesir. I go, should I catch up to him? He nods. I just like use my hands and cast a spell, fleet step on myself, and
Okay.
I run after him.
Okay.
Yeah, I will be running stanced. So
I'm gonna make a mutagen and hand it to you. You can get there faster.
I drink it.
You get a +10 bonus speed, but you're -6 health.
That tastes like shit.
Okay. Do you keep pace? I believe you move a little quicker than.
I'm 55 movement speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you keep pace with him?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I'm not-
He
I
leaves
am-
you in the dust.
I am not going in there alone.
Yeah.
Not nearly as
for sure.
confident
And that
as he
lasts
is.
how long?
A minute.
Okay.
So maybe
It
I would
would-
run ahead of him
It would. Yeah. Well,
since I
'cause
know
you
it's
don't
on
know,
a timer.
Yeah, but you don't know where it is.
Yeah.
You don't know where the thing is.
You'd probably just have
I
to
know.
keep pace, yeah.
I mean, yeah. None of us actually have time in game to do this kind of math,
Right.
especially if
Yeah.
she just disappeared and we ran off, so we don't know how far
Yeah.
or the science of how it works.
Yeah.
So
So
I'm
you
just gonna keep pace with Raiji.
Okay. I mean, it would run out before you guys find anything. A minute would go by.
Okay.
You're spelling it.
Yeah.
You cast again, or you just stay the pace that you're at.
I'll cast it again.
Okay. Why don't both of you? What is his movement difference?
35.
35. That lasts
Okay.
for 10 minutes.
And yours is
25.
25.
Any heal I would
Wait,
find, I'd start
Can he
rolling.
just wait? Can he just jump on me? I'm big boy.
What is your bulk at currently?
You are
'Cause
pretty
you're
heavy, boy.
heavily armored and shield. And
Yeah, I have like
Current
no.
bulk is 5
I have like no bulk.
out of 9.
what is your bulk?
I think I can only have 4.
I mean, he himself would be close to 4 bulk carrying somebody.
Especially with all the shit
I
on
have
him.
4 bulk.
Yeah, even
bulk.
considering his equipment,
Okay.
yeah, he would make you uncovered.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
I might be able to catch up depending on the terrain.
Yeah, why don't you just give me a flat
A somersault
D20
every couple
roll
seconds.
to just for pure luck of how many
16.
hills there are. There's a couple hills you can start bombing, my guy.
16 hills.
I'm keeping up.
Unfortunately, yeah, you keep up with Renster. Every so often, Renster, 30 seconds go by and you just lose the sight of phosphorus behind you, and then you are like running down an incline, and he just rolls past you in a ball.
This is Green Hill Zone. So
Does he? Do they have like the big like circle things where it goes up and around?
Oh yeah.
Loop-de-loops?
Why don't
You're too slow.
Raiji and Eamon? Why don't you roll perception?
24.
16.
You
Even this-
Can't find the oracle.
as you
if
are
he's dead.
running, you have about probably a turn left on Fleet Step. You notice about 60 feet ahead of you, you can't quite make out who or what they are other than they're medium humanoids. 2 medium humanoids pushed up against
Hot.
trees about 60 feet in front of you.
Like hiding?
Yes. We will roll for initiative.
Oh, okay.
I will have everyone roll.
Great.
It'll just, you guys won't be there at the start.
Yeah.
Eamon and Raiji, you both see Eamon step out from the tree
How many times are we gonna fight
to
variations
the
of you?
slight right.
I want to run away.
Sure, yeah. And
This one's probably a little better than the last one.
Yeah.
It's scaled.
Yeah.
it churns this. You see the familiar look of that cold slush of water begin to form in his hands. And why don't you make a fortitude saving throw?
Raiji?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a nat 20.
Hey, little Mao.
Damn.
Yas, bitch.
Fuck.
Hey, little Mao.
It's critical success, I assume, with your plus. It's critical success. So literally nothing happens. It begins
Shoots right by you.
It begins to form on you, and you just like shake it off. And it
This
just falls
Eamon's
off
just as bad. I mean,
aggressively.
never mind.
You're not there. You mother-
unique.
This is like a quarter rest here.
Raiji,
You're
it is
gonna
your
hurt
turn.
everyone.
How far away?
Both of the figures are 60 feet away. One of them is clear aim. But
I like how I'm
What a
saying
bitch
that
move
as
to
the
put
person
it
who
just
doesn't hit
outside of my range.
you're just 45 feet.
I know.
Not just outside. They're 15 feet outside.
Yeah, but it's close.
I guess.
I don't have. I
Wouldn't
do
call
like
it just outside.
Well, I do a third of my stride on the second stride. You know,
Yeah.
that's what I would call just outside. Anyway, I stride twice
Okay.
like
to
a
which
bitch. Well, I know the Aemon.
Did we see what the other
exists.
humanoid was?
We don't know what
You
the other
actually
one
don't
is.
even technically know that the other one is there because you didn't
Yeah.
notice it.
Can you tell me?
Well,
You would have to spend an action to point it out.
Tree.
Twee.
There's
Yeah,
3 of them.
Raiji does tell
Thank
you.
God
It's
there's
just you
only one
can't hear
guy
him because
here.
he doesn't say it coherently. I'm gonna foil your blows on Aemon.
Okay. Yeah.
Does a 15 hit?
If it's me, yes.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was
This
a 14.
Eamon leveled up with me.
Whoop.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
It's now a half Renisteer.
What?
Difficulty
strength
rating.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
That is 13 damage.
If even one of them hits, it has to make the save, right? 14 save?
Yep.
Okay. It's a 19 on the die, but 13 damage.
Yep. 13 damage.
Okay.
Do I see the other one now? Or did Aemon just...
Yes, you do see the other one. It is a still bloodied Kuhara. That is the end of your turn. My apologies. Waiting for you to continue, and that was all of your actions.
No, because you made me run 2 strides.
Okay, whatever.
little bitch.
Kuhara will
Limp away.
step to you.
No limp.
And I see her now.
You do,
What
yeah.
you got one now?
Roll.
And then she reaches her hands out to you
Hello.
as this dark energy pools and attempts to grab you. I need you to make a fortitude saving throw.
Is that a attack of opportunity thing?
Yes.
It is?
Yes.
Okay.
It is.
It's a spell, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Well, it's spells that have somatic components are the things.
I'm doing this with my sword. You know what? Fuck it. I'll use a card.
Hey.
These guys aren't going to physically strike me, and that's what that was about. Um,
Aemon stances.
That's what you fucking did.
I did say sword. Can I change it to the spark attack? It doesn't
No.
change my to hit. It just changes the damage output.
Yes.
That's way better. Okay. 24.
That hits.
That is 13, 17.
Yeah, I mean, she reaches out for you and you kick across her chest as she does, but then fortitude save.
Jesus Christ, dude. Another nat 20.
Hey, Lamau.
Dude. Yeah. God damn it, Raiji. I hate
I'll take the
it.
52 damage. Don't worry.
I didn't know what to say, so I just saw the
God
mic.
damn you.
Dude, I don't know. Nothing happened.
It's so good. Yeah, you did take no damage.
Bro, I will tell
As
you.
Dare you?
So you literally just like kick that hand away and it just like she just like chunks into a tree and then the chronic damage spreads?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like, no, I don't do that.
Not today.
No.
I let her hit me.
Renister, you're still running. How long does this mutagen last?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Okay, so you're good. Phosphorus, you're still
How far
Run,
away
roll.
are we?
rolling. By the end of this turn, you see, you're probably, like, we'll call it 80 feet back from Eamon, who's 60 feet away from them.
Are they fighting on
Just
a
to
hill?
the back of them. No. But you would stop at that point.
The amount,
Are they fighting on the
After
bottom
the
of the
amount
hill?
of this campaign that has taken Renister running to where things are happening.
And then Eamon, it is your
I
turn.
don't run.
May I move to where they are both within a cone?
Yes. Yeah. You would have to like move a little diagonally to your right, but you could get there in one stride.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm going to use the 55 movement to go as far as I can.
Oh, okay.
forward and
Actually,
right.
yeah, you could, easily. Yep. I forgot about that.
Yep.
For sure.
Last turn with that is that spell dies down, and I will cast.
How close do you want to get to them? Because you could get almost right up to them with that.
Well,
You don't have to,
I would
I'm
like
just
to stay
clarifying.
on the range of it, which is I think 30 feet for cutting wind. It doesn't say on the thing.
Yes.
So,
Yep. It is 30-foot cone,
Okay. So after that,
Yes.
I will just get 30 feet away from them,
and then 2 reflex saves.
2 reflex saves, I believe. It's a reflex save.
God damn this game, bro. I'm rolling so bad and you're rolling so good.
my suffering.
Oh, yeah. It's literally like looking in a mirror, looking at John now. Like the roles are reversed.
Yeah,
from
like
when
I
you
literally
joined.
said that last session. God damn this game.
Yeah. It is a 12 and an 11. So 2 fails.
Okay. And again, these large sort of like blades of cutting wind go towards them, just going just in front of you and hitting both of them.
God, that's so cool.
That's exactly what Raiji is thinking.
Yeah.
But I will say my flashing spark kicks are slashing damage, and I'm literally kicking, and it's like so
Slashing,
hot it
yeah.
creates a cut. I'm like, I got to get to that level.
They each take 17 slashing damage. I think it does slashing damage. I'm just saying slashing damage because it says cutting wind.
It is
I don't know
slashing.
if it's
Yes,
actually
it's slashing.
or not.
Yes.
And then 4 electricity damage each.
So 21 total.
21 total each.
Okay. I say to your turn. Eamon, the Eamon you shot at, it cuts up his clothing, and you do slash into what looks like a metal body. You see that as circuitry begins to like spark. Kuhara is still bleeding even more profusely now because you have all of that.
Damage.
Yep, cutting wind. We're back up to the top, and after Eamon goes Eamon, and he.
Did we decide if I'm going before you, Phosphorus? Because I know we tied in the initiative.
Yeah,
You can go
Kind of
first.
to you guys.
Okay. I'll go first.
Guess I'll just switch you guys around.
So after me is Phosphorus.
Well, yeah, because he did have Phosphorus did go first,
Yeah, but they were just basically
just
joining
running.
the battle, so I didn't worry about
but
it.
we can't change it now.
I agree.
Well, you never asked us, so.
I know, I'm kidding. He.
Dies.
How did you know? No. He will
Dude, quit reading my notes.
attempt to faint.
Does he have a staff with him?
He does not.
What nerd.
It's not a real Eamon.
That's how you know. If anyone steals my staff, they are aiming.
So what's your perception is plus what now?
Mine is a +6 -1, I would assume. For
Yeah.
the
So
frame.
DC's 15. 16 on the die, so he beats your DC.
Oh no!
Actually, he might.
If it's a spell and it's mine, it would never. That wouldn't be a crit.
It's not a spell. He's just doing the feint deception action that anyone can do. He just barely doesn't crit the feint, but
You
it doesn't
do.
matter. So you are fooled, but only momentarily. You're flat-footed against the Mets melee attack, and then he attempts to sock you in the face.
That's how you know it's not him. I
So
would never.
16 to hit.
That's my AC flat-footed.
Is it?
Yeah, my
I
AC.
have that your AC is 19. What is your dexterity?
My dex is a +4.
Yeah, and then you are expert in your unarmed defense, so that's 18, and then everyone gets a +1 to AC at level 5.
Oh,
So your AC is 19.
sweet. So it's a 17
So
is my
just
AC
misses.
flat-footed.
Yes.
Little bitch.
Next attack misses. So he just swings at you twice. You duck both of them,
Good.
and then it is your turn, Reggie.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna 20 slice.
Double slice?
Twinning slice.
On who?
Eamon.
Okay. You turn around.
Okay.
What do you get?
19 and 20.
Both hit, yeah. I feel like you've gotten that combination a lot.
Yeah, I'm rolling.
Suspiciously. No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
I'm rolling really good on
Eamon?
my second rolls.
Eamon's gotten
Like
a lot
my
of live
second dice.
visuals on how easily the party could kill him.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Oh, wait. What did I say the second one was? It's probably not going to matter.
20.
I said it was 20 because I always do this for the double slice. It would
It's
actually be a
7
+4.
now.
It'd be, yeah. Or a +3, yeah. So 23. But that's not going to crit. I got to remember that, though. 28.
Okay. He's still alive.
And then I'll parry.
Okay. It's now Kuhara's turn. She looks to you.
I don't look at her in the eye.
Okay. Well, she's kind of a little behind you.
You turned
I
to
look at her like on her forehead.
Cool. She also kind of looks to you, Eamon. And she
Her eyes
says,
go both directions.
She says, I think I might have underestimated you boys. And then she shoves her hand in her chest into where roughly her heart would be. And you hear a beep. And I need both of you to make fortitude saving throws.
Oof.
Suddenly,
What's
I'm
with all
glad
these
that I
fortitude?
don't
This is
run
wet dream.
fast.
So fucking
When is it
cool.
going to be reflex, dude? All these fortitude. No reflex. Acid reflex.
Nat 20.
Jesus.
Hey, yeah.
Bitch, you stole my nat 20 on the fortitude save. Oh,
What'd you get?
22.
Okay. Crit success. Success. God, you guys are rolling so fucking good this session.
Good thing I'm not up there.
Yeah.
I'd be dead.
You guys just slowly turn around.
They got this.
Yeah, I guess.
There's an alchemist up there.
The two of you, well, you take astonishingly no damage.
My wind blows
That's
away
a lack
whatever
of
it is.
damage.
It's just you stand behind Raiji.
You're right up next
There's
to
like
him.
a
I'm like
perfect-
30 feet away.
Yeah, you stand perfectly behind him.
His silhouette's just bigger than
Uh,
mine, so it perfectly.
Yeah.
You take 36 force damage.
Yeesh.
And Eamon is blown to pieces.
Huh.
Both of you are blown back, but you as the closest will land on your feet as you guys run up to see. Basically, there's like a blue light forms in her Kuhara's chest, and then it expands, not in an unsimilar way to what you've seen, is that obviously much bigger, but that massive explosion of just magical force that happens. There's like a small, basically like about a 60-foot radius, everything within it is, and there's a little divot is just like completely eviscerated to some degree. That's the end of combat.
God damn it.
Can I start collecting pieces of Eamon 2.0?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything left of Kuhara? I didn't think so.
But
I,
she blew up, and was it just like chunks of person?
Yep, look like it. I mean, she basically like it's kind of hard to tell because she like just like evaporated essentially. Explosion came from her, and it was.
I got to figure out a way to do that too.
Shit.
Except he wants the
the
degree the lab went to.
Yeah, you see that and you're like, someday.
All phosphorus needs is funding.
I need to acquire fissile material.
He's just going to eat all of this
I'm
material.
going to bring a new type of damage into this world.
You got to start a casino so you can fund your research.
You just have a bunch of explosive materials in your stomach in little baggies that you just puncture. And
But yeah, you
chemical
you
reaction.
want to collect some bits of.
I'm going to walk
Eamon?
up to Raiji and
Is
lay
his
on
head
hands.
still intact?
Yeah, I just like, I'm just like
his
shards
head
of
still intact?
Robo
Not
Eamon in my arms.
Not fully, but there's like pieces of him
I'll take it.
that look headish.
Good.
I'm going to lay on hands on
I
Raiji.
look at
You can
look at
also-
phosphorus and I pull out a piece of the robot Eamon head from my arm and give it to you.
You also see that it looks like now that Eamon has been like fully destroyed, that a lot of his outer layer is flesh and blood. It's just everything that would be the bit you kind of cut open, you cut directly into the stomach. A lot of the internal stuff is circuitry, but there's like a layer of musculature and skin on the outside.
I just want the circuitry.
You get
Okay.
18 health back.
oh boy,
We got to get back to town ASAP.
Do you need more?
I'm not bloodied.
You know, the town might actually
Barely?
not be under attack. Or they might not be infiltrated.
Is
That makes
Raiji
sense, but-
good?
I'm not
We
bloodied.
still don't know what gave off that
So-
compass. Probably nothing, I
do
guess.
you do you guys want me to go ahead as to scout it out?
I'll lay on hands again.
Okay.
How many Renisters
Another
is
18.
that? How many Renisters am I? My God.
What'd you say? Sorry.
Do you want me to go ahead? Because I can make it look like it's not me.
We need to get to town, and we need to get to Tajima.
Tajima
They're
left,
Two different.
We don't know
That's what
that.
I'm saying. They're in two different places.
which is what I mean.
Do we
to be
know that she
fair-
left?
Yeah. To be fair, Kuhara said that.
We have no idea what the story. I think we should just go
Yeah.
to town.
Yes, I don't think
agree.
we should split up, especially after this.
No. Do you want me to approach the gate first?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
said
if
he can do
s-
what?
Scope up
I can
again.
change my appearance.
Like
what,
take a
half-
shower?
halfling?
Oh.
I can make myself look like a very hairy halfling.
Dumps a bucket
Oh,
of
yeah, I
water
don't
in
know
his
that.
head.
I've never
Now
seen him
he's
do
a
that.
white
Never mind.
rat.
Well, it's just a potion you got.
It's elixir.
Well, none of you know he can do
Yeah,
that.
the only time he did it was when we were all asleep.
And I went to go
Except for,
commit larceny.
did he do it in front of Raiji?
I didn't
Nope,
see it.
not in front
okay.
of
No.
Raiji.
He knows.
He just came
He
back
knows better.
to IG.
Well,
I don't intend to rat him out, but
I clearly
hey.
don't.
I would.
None of that language.
I clearly don't know anything, but I'd still be like, "You've never used that before, have you?
No,
You son of a bitch!
you didn't roll.
I don't need to. It's you."
So you guys are making your way back to town.
I've never
is-
never used it against a person inside the town.
I don't believe you.
Actually, that's
You've
truthful.
lived a full life up until this.
He's not currently inside the town.
Semantics. Yeah, you guys make your way back quickly, I assume.
Yeah.
Raiji, do you
We're gonna just-
leave the group in the dust or no? Because you guys traveled 15 minutes.
We're
Yes.
chilling outside, right? Because he's going ahead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll stay
I mean,
a
you know
safe
what I'm saying?
distance in the tree line, perhaps.
We will observe.
Yeah, I would get to the edge of the tree line before them.
How close is the tree line to the gate?
I mean, the
47
the
feet.
graveyards are like, there's like 600 feet of graveyard before the gate.
How
So you
lo-
get to the graveyards before you get to the gate.
I can see him. Don't worry.
Okay, cool. That's right. It's harder to see. Yeah, I'll walk up to them about like 150 feet away, and I'll take the elixir then. 'Cause I still look just like a figure, correct?
Yeah.
Because of the rain.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So then I'll take my
Unless
elixir.
someone can see through it.
Cool.
Okay.
I'll take my elixir.
Yeah.
Another Amen is
there
at
are
the gate.
there are
Damn it.
2 guards outside, and you do see a guard on top of the gate as well, which you have not seen before, to the right of what opens, with a rifle. I don't know why I held up my hand like a pistol. A rifle. Yeah. You take the elixir. What do you look like?
Harry Halfling.
Okay. And how does that work? Seeing through it?
Oh yeah. I also changed like my eye color would not be red anymore. It'd be like now brown, and it wouldn't be white hair. It'd be like brown hair, I guess, as well.
Okay.
Whatever normal is.
What are the
white hair?
mechanics of how it works, though?
I have white fur.
Yeah. But he's covered in soot, so it looks dark.
I'm an albino rat, man. So second because impersonate, you gain +4 status bonus to deception DC to avoid others seeing through your disguise, and you add your
Okay.
level to this DC even if untrained.
Okay.
What side of town is this from?
South. Southern gate.
And there's nothing from south.
Yeah. There's nothing from the south, basically. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, you want to just stroll up from the main road?
Yeah.
Okay. One of the guards pulls a pistol, the other pulls a machete, and they go,
Do I recognize the guards?
you do not.
Okay.
You there.
Yeah.
Where you coming from?
I don't fucking know, man. It's been a wild couple days.
What? Roll deception. +4 circumstance. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That is 22.
Okay. You live in Kwoi?
No, I got lost.
You got lost.
Yeah, I was trying to come down from the north, and then I ran into a lot of weird shit. What the fuck's going on here?
There's danger afoot. You should probably get inside, sir. You look like a man, I assume.
Yeah, look like a halfling.
They open up the gate for you, and they let you in.
Thank you. I will make a beeline towards wait, blank on the name.
Econ?
Assembly.
Assembly. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah.
He just goes and makes bombs, doesn't come back.
Nope.
from
Yeah.
it.
You go to the
just like
assembly?
he just
Good.
walks in.
Well, no, if someone's going to be infiltrated, it's going to be the guards.
How long does the thing last?
10 minutes. I just need to
Okay.
get inside.
Yeah. You get to the assembly?
Yep. Is Dill there?
Yeah, as always.
I'm going to walk up to Dill.
You're still halfling probably by the time you get there? It'll probably end right when you get there.
Okay.
Roughly. But yeah.
Hey, Dill?
Hey, Phosphorus.
That's actually me.
Roll diplomacy with a +4 circumstance bonus.
Why diplomacy? That's fucking terrible. 10. No, 12. I'm going to take my pack out. I'm going to start putting bombs on the center. I'm taking like...
Before you do that, he reaches over to his table, pulls out what looks like a large brick of something that's with some sort of like not quite circuitry, but some intricate level of wrapping. And you hear him push something within it, and it starts clicking, and he tosses it to you.
Okay. I start to figure out a way to disassemble it.
Yeah. Go roll crafting.
That is 24.
The one time he gets a nat one. Just
I know. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, so you basically, you don't even have to take it apart. You just figure out how to make it stop, and you do that, and he goes, okay, well, yeah, what's going on? How the fuck did you get in there? I think they were supposed to stop you at the gates.
Walked with the gate and walked down through.
Okay,
I mean, come on.
yeah. What? I don't know what that means. But yeah, are you okay?
Yeah, so...
What's going on?
Well...
Last I heard, you died, and then there were replacements coming.
No. Come on. Anyway, so...
Look, I'm going to be honest with you.
I understand why.
Explosive experts have a history of explosive deaths. So.
If I went out like that, I think you'd hear about it.
That's very true. That's very true, actually. Yeah, what do you...
Give me some credit.
Come
you
in
ever
my
seen
office.
a mushroom cloud, Dill?
Take you in. Yeah. Well, I guess you would have been talking
face of God,
in the office
Dill?
anyways. But yeah, he said... but yeah, he said, do I need to, like, get somebody?
Well,
What?
so everyone else is waiting outside the gate. I came in first.
Everyone else.
Yeah.
So
No one died.
what about Eamon?
He's alive. We actually just killed Robo Eamon. I'll open my pack and dump out the circuits.
Genius.
Kuhara also blew herself up.
I feel like you should, like, I don't know why you came to me for all this.
Because I don't know if Robo Eamon got inside and talked to the guards or whatever.
Well, I mean, he did. Yeah,
I figure going straight to Econ might be bad. I figure I could prove myself to you a lot easier than I could to Econ.
Yeah, that's true. So you want me to vouch for you now?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Let's go talk to Econ.
Okay, I'll put...
Because I believe you on all this. It's just I don't really have the authority to act anything
I just
on
kind
it.
of need something to prove.
Also put this on, and he pulls down a poncho that's clearly too big for you, just because we should talk to Econ before other people ask us
I'm
questions.
the only poncho wearer in
You
this
got
party.
it?
Yeah, no, I said I understand.
Okay.
I'm going to put Robo Eamon back in my pack and put the poncho up.
Okay, yeah. Son, he walks you to the west guard gate. Greets a couple people on the way. He goes in. Econ is eating. Looks like breakfast. And Dill goes up to him with a tone of voice you haven't really heard. Well, he was just kind of talking to you, and he's like, hello, Econ. Can we speak privately? And he looks to Dill and then to the hooded small figure, and he goes, yes. And he takes you into what looks like where he just like a
interrogation room.
A closed off bedroom. Like they have the barracks, but there's also just like a room in there, just like a basic room, bed table. And he pulls up a chair for Dill to sit in. He stands, hand on his pistol, and he says, "What can I do for you?" And then,
please don't shoot me, and I'll take the poncho off.
Tell me why I shouldn't.
Because I proved to him that I'm actually me.
Okay.
And I'll
How'd you do that?
I took apart. He gave me a device they activated. I had to deactivate it. It's really something that very intelligent people regarding towards electronics like that would know about.
What's an electronic?
Yeah. I dump out Robo Eamon.
Oh, okay.
This is Eamon that
I can see that
you first talked to. All of us are still alive. We're actually waiting outside the gate. I came in first.
Yeah. Okay.
You were kind of lied to. Also, Kuhara blew herself up after trying to kill us.
What the fuck, man? Okay.
The most tactful man is in here.
Sit
We
down
all
with me a
landed
sec.
our
Let's
hang
talk through
gliders.
this.
Okay.
Would you just go through everything?
I would
him?
tell him everything.
Okay. He would
And
listen.
I would not leave out anything, including thoughts on Kubo as well.
Okay.
I would give him everything.
Everything. Yeah. I mean, he listens to it.
I would not tell him how I got through the gate, though.
Did you tell him about the deer I caught?
Everything.
He would listen.
You talking about that really cool
Do you think
dick?
he told him about the deer?
He tells him about the deer.
Tentatively.
jerky.
He also takes notes of everything very quickly. He pulls out a journal from his pocket. He begins to write down. So he's like, memory's not what it used to be. And then at the very end he goes, okay, how'd you get in here though? How'd you get? They were told to stop you.
I got in. I walked up to the front gate and they let me in.
There's like the deepest side, but like the most disappointed father of all time kind of energy. Like, fuck it. Anyway, okay. Anyways, I'll come with you, get the others.
Okay.
We'll get this sorted out. I guess we should. I'll send some guards over to section off Kuhara's place. If she really attacked you like that, we might want to go through that. You guys have the most experience with this stuff. I'd like to come with you, but we should take a look at that if you're not too, I don't know what your
I think we'll be
health is. Perfect. But
I would be
walks.
refocusing while he's gone.
Okay.
Yeah, same actually.
Yeah.
I'll be
That's a
running
good
up
point.
a tree to see how far I can get without like climbing.
Without-
Just trying to run up.
before the chakra loosens in your feet. And yeah, I mean, yeah. Eventually, Econ passes a couple people who a couple guards he passes immediately like are worried for a second, and then he calms them just like with a look of like, we're good, because they were specifically told to look out for you. And yeah, they take you to the gate.
What does he say to the gate guards?
He just says he doesn't say anything to him. He just says gentlemen, and then they open the gate for him. And it's probably not something that he's going to bring up now, a bigger fish to fry, but
He'll eventually find out.
They just still think you're a hairy halfling.
The one that I talked to, I just want to like pat on like the elbow as I walk out.
okay, yeah. I mean, they don't know it's you, so it was you. I mean, and yeah, you guys see the gate open, and Econ and Phosphorus walk out.
I walk towards them.
Okay,
Weapons
yeah.
put away.
Yeah, he
I
walks
walk
towards all of you.
Towards them as well.
Good to see you all in the flesh and blood.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
Very
Look
long.
like robots.
Very long day.
Apparently,
Is there a way you can get Tajima back?
Yes. I mean, she's still probably about a day away from here.
Oh, shit,
day and a
she told
half,
the truth.
But we'll get her out. Her back out. She's in jail. We had to put her down.
Oh, no.
She's got a bum leg.
Why don't we go?
So, wait, the story's true?
What story?
There was a fake me that came in and you guys had a service for us? And
Yeah, you guys
All that's
killed
true.
him, from what I understand, the fake one. Yeah.
yeah, I just didn't know if you actually came in the city or not.
I'm not
Yeah,
entirely.
yeah. I can show you your graves.
I'm okay with that.
Ooh, that's
Yeah,
creepy.
that's
You
a
didn't
little
have
surreal.
one.
Yeah, I guess.
Because Eamon
yeah.
was
That's a little too surreal. But
That'd be a good place to store stuff.
almost like instinctually, he like touches you. He just like slaps you a bit. He's like, oh, sorry. It just is very strange.
I'm not entirely
I agree.
convinced that that was the real Kuhara either.
Yeah.
She normally has a limp, and I noticed that she had miraculously.
I mean,
much
the
more
Kuhara I knew
proficiency.
did not have a bomb in her chest. So
This too, but
Did you ever look?
You
I have
dog.
intimately looked at her chest.
licks his lips.
I've never felt it, but I have looked.
Adjust
No,
eyebrows.
I'm kidding.
The goth
fuck.
chick.
Yeah.
It did beep every time I got close.
But
I
yeah,
thought it was a pacemaker.
we should probably go take a look at. On the way, the first guards you run into, we would have sent them to just like make sure no one goes into Kuhara's room or anything.
And also let them know not to attack us on site.
Yeah, that as well. Spread the word.
I just asked if Econ still has his limp or not.
I mean, he never had a limp, but you guys can vibe check him if you want.
Yeah. A city of
This whole
robots.
city's fake.
I will be rolling for you guys.
No, you won't.
That means it's real.
Don't know econ well enough.
Can I just run a magnet up and down him, see if it sticks?
You don't have, motherfucker. Yeah, I mean, he seems. I mean, he definitely seems a little out of his element and flustered because, like, basically the notion of someone being able to come in and be like, these people died and everything, and they took it hook, line, and sinker, deeply bothers him way more than any. Like, he's happy you're alive and everything, but like that's like if things gone differently, it's a huge issue.
Yeah.
Huge problem.
What was the name of the prisoner we took on the locomotes?
Lily.
That was the fake name.
I don't
Wait,
remember.
no. Lily was the real name. Alice was the fake name.
No, I think it's the other way around.
Yeah,
Other way around.
yeah.
Alice
One
is
of them's real,
real
though.
name.
Alice and
Raiji,
Jane is the band.
Raiji only knew one, so
Yeah. What
Raiji's a robot.
What about her?
Just asking.
Okay. You were just asking the name? Like to the DM?
I was
No
asking
further
Econ as a test of something that
oh,
a fake
Oh,
Econ
you
might
asked
not know.
him in game.
Yes.
Raiji goes, it was Lily or Alice, right?
yeah.
No, I was
It
asking.
was
Yeah,
Eamon
answered
was
correct
asking.
name.
Yeah, he would
Econ
answer it.
question.
I obviously the
And he
DM
knows,
remembered. Yeah. She got
Clearly, she's
she got
very
sent up to
important to the story.
Wakuzana.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So
And we're going to
you see him
the
white sweat
temple
from his brow.
or the church.
Yeah,
What's
the
it, what is it again?
Yeah.
chapel.
Chapel.
We
Okay.
got
I used
the
all the words except chapel.
Yep. Yeah, so he takes you there. There are a couple couple guards out front. Pretty basic chapel. It extends a bit on the right and left to the right and left of the entrance, and there's murals of Tezetios and Stone Mother Leno. but there is kind of where they preach, so to speak. There is a door to the right of that leads. It opens and it leads downstairs into a hallway with a hallway with 6 doors. The first one on the left, there is a guard standing in front of, and there is another guard inside, just keeping an eye on in the room. And Econ walks up and he just motions for them to get out of the room. It's a very basic setup. There is a bed to the left back corner as you look in. Looks recently slept in, used. It's not even made. There is a small wooden nightstand right next to it with a, light bulb, lantern. You know what I'm talking about? There is a bookshelf with a bunch of books and what looks like one of those open up closets, so to speak, also in the room. And then a desk.
Can I look around for false walls or false bottoms like the desk or anything?
Yeah.
Like hiding places?
Uh-huh. I'm gonna roll for you.
Can I use engineering lore to see if the dimensions of the room are not right?
Yeah. What's your engineering lore?
+8.
Can I assist
I'd burn a card if it was a bad roll too.
Could I assist with detect magic?
Yeah, I mean you can just like send out a detect magic.
Can I sniff
That's
the
what I
room?
mean. Sorry, not the mechanic of assist. Just in-game helping phosphorus. With.
You get a ping.
And we've discussed already how it's not anything that our party has, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Like my staff is magic, my ring is magic. Yeah, okay.
Sorry. This might be something you did roll poorly.
I'd burn a card.
Okay. The dimensions of the room seem fine, though when you're going through the drawers on the desk, when you open up the drawer just above the bottom one, it doesn't, there's not enough, there's definitely, you can tell that there's a false bottom on it.
I'll try to figure out the latch to it.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's as simple as applying pressure in the right places, which is not hard for you to figure out and then do. And
if there's something magic in the room,
Make
guys.
Dexterity saving throw.
Reflex.
You see 2 chunks of very similar looking black crystal. They're just kind of like set next to each other in the bottom. They're not nearly as big as the ones before, but one of them is slightly bigger than the other one.
I will close the lid again because I know just the aura itself is dangerous, right?
What?
Like
these are the black crystal that you
communicating one?
Yes.
Got it. Oh.
I'm glad she died.
What?
Wow. This is the communicating crystals we found earlier.
Why don't you roll crafting or arcana? Not you got a new
Crafting arcana?
I said crafting or arcana.
Oh. I thought you said crafting arcana. I'm like, what?
Renister, has she ever acted strange around you before?
No,
or any
not
kind
until today.
That's 17.
Okay. So you interacted with the other ones before, right? You still have no idea what these are, but you feel decently confident that the ones that the old one was connected to would have been the same size. So this is a new set.
Yeah, you activated them by touching it, didn't you?
Yeah.
I'm going to tap one.
Okay. Econ goes, what are those?
They communicate.
What are those?
Memes.
You can communicate with another set of these somewhere else.
Okay. So not immediately dangerous.
Have you ever been in this office before, Renister?
This is like her bedroom, basically.
I've been here
I just know we spent a lot of time here.
Yeah. But yeah, you would not have.
I read her bedtime stories.
Hey, was this the magical uplink?
I can't.
He just knows when
My
magic
level
is
of
present
detect
in the
magic
area.
can't do that.
While he's doing that, I just want to look at the rest of the room. Like
Yeah,
the
why don't
desk.
you... I'll roll perception for you.
Thank you.
I want to ask the guards as well during this why they're here.
Well, Econ sent them here.
When?
When I
he was
told
with
him
Phosphorus.
what happened.
Okay.
Because he said Kuhara blew himself up. So she's
In my
like, we should
head,
probably
they've
stop
been here
people
for a
from
while.
going
And I'm like, why were you guarding her in the first place? Okay.
Yeah.
I just misinterpreted that.
He sent them here in case like there was more androids and they were like going to come destroy evidence or something. Whatever. He
Can I
just
look
wanted
for any
people-
kind of like books or things that would hint towards this kind of magic?
Yeah.
Okay. I can do that after you do all
We
this.
should probably send this to the Arcane Assembly.
Does it work?
I'll tap both to see if it activates.
Activates in a very similar way. Both of the screens are smaller, obviously, but it is the common alphabet.
What's
and then nothing on the other one.
Yeah, what is it? What is a screen?
Yeah, looking through the books, they look pretty bog standard religious texts. Nothing jumps out at you, Eamon. And the rest of the room seems pretty normal. There's clothes in the dresser. Clothes in the dresser. The desk doesn't look like it's been used all that recently for like writing. There's no like notes on it or anything. Some of them, again, none of the books in the room either really strike any.
Are there any other
suspicion for
church
you?
staff? I ask. Renister?
Yeah, there are I think there's 3 other people that work here.
I would
One
like
of
to
them
leave
is-
and try to go find one.
Yeah, I'd probably follow.
Find the one that Renister knows best, I suppose. After being here so often.
I mean, turns on.
Okay, I'm not going to mess with it because this might be your one chance to communicate with people. I don't want to just do it willy-nilly.
Okay, Econ says. Is there a chance there's like a time limit on it or anything?
I have no idea. This is magic related. I'm not the best knowledge with magic.
Okay.
Never really trusted it too much.
Yeah, what if we do something with it, then somebody knows we're doing something with it.
Exactly. Why don't we take it to the Arcane Assembly and see if they know anything more about it?
Okay.
And I'll
Sounds
just
like a plan.
close the lid and just pull out the entire drawer.
Good call, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there are...
And
So
I'll
there
put
are...
it all into my mouth because it's one bulk.
No.
Oh no!
You're now drawer shaped.
No, my
So
cheek is.
you two are going to... you and Econ are going to the assembly.
Do you want to join me, Reggie?
They're looking into the other church staff. What would you like to do?
He fights the end table.
Yep. No, I go with Eamon and Renister.
Okay.
I cast status on Phosphorus,
Okay, yeah.
if you're okay with it.
Yeah.
Fine.
So, I mean, the one you know the most, Renister is the one that asked you to go look for Kuhara when she was attacked, when she ended up being attacked by those like cinder zombie things, and she was also the one that was helping her at the festival. Her name is Loana.
It's probably when she was taken, huh?
What?
Well, I'm just thinking amongst...
Oh, okay, you're talking out loud. You're thinking out loud. Yeah, but she, just to remind you, she's dark-skinned. Looks like she's in her mid-30s. Has dark skin. Lightly freckled face, long, dark dreads, multiple colorful beads and strings intertwined, deep purple robe, lighter purple mantle, and she is just sat on her bed in her room, anxiously tapping her foot, because the guards would tell you all of the church staff is in their rooms, because obviously...
Right.
When Kuhara does something like that, it's an easy jump to think maybe some of these other ones might be suspicious, or at least like maybe could shed some insight. But yeah, she's sitting there anxiously in her room. Okay, yeah.
Every 5-10 minutes or so, I'm going to check like the status spell that I have on Phosphorus, so I know where he is and his current condition and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
so if you walk in, she
Dead.
says,
Good. What time of day is it?
it's like mid-morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Sorry to burst in like this, considering everything that...
Is
a lot of
Kuhara
busy things.
okay?
Oh, we don't know.
As I wipe a piece of her off my face that exploded.
To be in... that's kind of what we are here about. Did Kuhara begin to act weird anytime recently? Maybe even ever since she came back from the crypts?
I mean, she was a lot more cautious.
Nothing else outside of that?
Not that I picked up on.
Not even within the last couple of days?
Seemed pretty standard as normal. I mean, maybe she seemed a little more down. She ran the service for you two and Phosphorus. So, I don't know.
When did she go... Did she go... when she left this morning, was it just around her normal routines?
I didn't know she left this morning.
Can I roll insight?
Yeah. Perception. I'll roll for you.
Myself
Normally,
as well.
Yeah.
Normally
Perception, vibe
she doesn't. She's still talking. Normally she doesn't. I mean, you know this. I told you this when you went and found her. She before her shift, she does the night shift. She goes and walks one of the graveyards. So
she was doing
normally
this
doesn't
morning.
leave in the morning. Yeah, that's
I
unnatural.
also want to check, and I have the lie.
Yeah, I got it on here. She seems incredibly flustered, but it's easy to attribute that to learning that she left and she didn't know, and also that literally she attended a service for two of you, and then you just walked into the room as well. So that's got to throw somebody for a loop. But other than that, there's not a lot of, nothing really seems off.
The reason I ask, is that I recently had to fight myself, and Eamon for that matter. Do you know much about, I doubt it, I myself am new to this, but do you know much about the capabilities of machinery or technology?
We get our water from the pipes that the maintenance crew maintains and makes. Other than that, no.
I hate to be blunt about this, but we came across somebody who was able to make duplicates, copies of us.
I think I've inferred that by now.
And we think that maybe what has happened with Kuhara. We had to fight a variation of her that ultimately ended up blowing herself up into quite literally oblivion. And I don't know what that entails. For the case of Eamon here, it took a sampling of him, let's say, to really create the copy pretty thoroughly.
Okay.
So we're not certain if Kuhara may still be alive and this just took her place, or...
Well,
have you ever seen Kuhara use magic of any kind?
No.
Has she ever showed interest in studying such things?
No. Not that I'm aware of. Known her for a long time. She's just been a priestess. So...
Any other interests of hers outside of being a priestess?
She reads often. Not always historical texts for leisure.
You're on the opposite shift of her, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know of any other priests who work the same shift as her?
She's the only one that does the night. Sometimes Kenji helps. But
do you know if Kenji has been around her recently?
I mean, we're all around her. She's the head priestess.
Yes, but more so because if she has probably the ideal time that if they were to either replace her or facilitate something that could copy her, it would be at the time that she is alone in the graveyard.
Yes.
So, do you know if he has helped with the graveyard recently with her?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Has she been mainly alone during that time period?
Yes, she has. She wasn't doing it the past couple days after not you.
Someone much like me
came back.
Yeah,
because we weren't supposed to leave. But
did you see Eamon Eamon that was here? Did you see him interact at all with Kuhara?
No.
Not even at the funeral?
Yeah, I mean, at the funeral, some, but not interact in a way outside of, it was kind of part of the program was that they would interact.
Where did that Eamon stay when
I
he
was
was
literally,
here?
I was going to ask it.
I think he stayed where you guys stayed.
The Emperor's Inn.
Yeah.
We should check if there is a crystal there.
Before we give away too much in front of this lady, I just look at Raiji and nod and then tip my head towards the door. And I walk out.
I'll stay here and just, I'll just nod to you both.
Now these fuckers are gone.
walk out in the hall, and I just like gently close the door behind me.
Yep.
And I kind of whisper to Raiji, I say, listen, I know Renister probably doesn't want to believe this. I know he was close to her. I think that was the real her right there. She was the only one that wasn't part android. The only one. And we found that stuff in her belongings. There's no evidence of her being drugged anywhere. Phosphorus found a false bottom in the drawer, but nothing else as far as, I mean, the city was on lockdown. If she went missing at some point and someone replaced her, maybe they wouldn't have noticed it. But, I mean, I feel like it was the real her, and I feel like none of us knew her well enough to know that she was into some dark shit.
When did you meet her?
Myself for the first time? First time I met her, she was around these, I guess, zombie-like things in the graveyard, which now that I'm thinking about it, maybe she was the one that accidentally raised them, or maybe she was the one that...
Who else knew about that mission in the graveyard?
Us and the girl he's talking to in there.
I mean,
as far as I know.
Like, everyone would have heard about it.
Everyone
because,
found out about it.
Like, it wasn't like a huge thing, but like literally.
She just went missing. Right?
Well, she didn't go missing. She just wasn't
return
on time when
Yeah.
she returned, which has not happened before. So she sent you guys out, and then literal zombies had been raided the graveyard. So basically, everyone heard about it because it's a big deal.
Afterwards.
In my
Yes.
But I'm asking
No, I'll wait till
before.
I'm back.
Before, as far as we know, just the people here. She just didn't come back from her shift on time, and we went to go look for her. But, I mean, if she's been here the whole time and did something in the graveyard area, she's had plenty of time to cover it up. Every time we go by the graveyard, Phosphorus goes back in there.
Trying to think of the times, because we know that some of this started, or at least your robot alternates, you know, they didn't have me, so I'm trying to think of who met all three of you.
What are all your religion modifiers?
Me included?
Everybody's.
Okay.
-1.
+3.
+6.
0.
You actually have more than this of me.
Because it's wisdom.
Run us there.
Weird.
You don't know. I mean, you don't know a lot about magic. Divine magic, you know the most of. I mean, it could be that it was similar, but basically to the T, the feeling and also the visuals of the magic that Kuhara used were exactly like the hooded dudes.
I figured that considering the...
That is not something that often happens within magic. That doesn't happen by accident. That's not like two people could have the exact same power level in the exact same spell list, even have the same specialization in magic like they're both sorcerers. There are still differences within their magic. Two draconic focused sorcerers that use fire magic will still have little discrepancies within their magic. You're pretty confident that if that wasn't the hooded man, as Kuhara in whatever way, it was something close to it.
And I also just, in my own head, we established with Eamon there was a layer of flesh and blood too.
Yeah. He had legitimate flesh and muscle and stuff.
So, and there was nothing left from her.
I also tried to detect metal on her, and there was no metal to heat up.
It might be part of the skin, though.
Well, heat metal.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying.
But yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm not out there anyway. I'm still talking.
Yeah.
And we also, the only one that we specifically didn't notice anything robotic on is her. And we didn't even, we noticed Eamon had android forms before we even bloodied him. Every other creature we saw, we were able to notice at some point. She was the only one we were never able to notice.
I don't know much about how magic works at all. But what if it was like she was a weapon, you know, and she was being used?
Yeah, I'm just saying, I don't know if we need to be going to look for the real her hidden away somewhere. I think it might be the real her. Whether she was controlled by something or given powers by something or not, I don't know why her, why now? I mean,
are you guys headed somewhere?
No, we're just whispering in the hallway.
Okay,
I just didn't want to say all this in front of this lady that doesn't know anything.
I also,
we already were like talking about the crystals.
There are 2 guards just standing in the hallway with you.
I just walked to a spot.
They're
where
both
were.
just
Okay.
like, yeah,
Cool.
crazy shit.
For sure.
I would also keep
leans in like,
talking
I
to
think
her.
she's a phony
Okay.
too.
I
I'm just saying, it might not be the best use of our time to look for another Kuhara. I feel like the one
would
that
agree.
existed is in pieces now.
would agree.
You keep talking about who are anything specific or just like in
When
general?
did Kuhara start at the temple?
Like 30 years ago, I think. She's been here a long time. She gave you that ring, right? That ring was from the old head priest.
You specifically
So
looked
she's-
for the ring too. And
Yeah, she's been here a very long time. Before I was here. I mean, I've been here the second longest, but still only like 15 years. She taught me all of it. Everything I know. Well, not everything, but yeah, so
So she's been here the longest and more than anybody at this current time?
like at the
The priest
chapel?
currently, yes. The
Yeah,
priest.
she's head priestess.
No one was here before.
do I get a ping on Phosphorus at all? Like, what's his status? How's he doing?
He's fine.
I appreciate your time. I apologize for gruesome details, but I will not take up any more of your time, and I'll walk out.
Okay. You see, well, I guess you guys would have left the hallway, but
Yeah, I walk. I
Just say we're, like, right
look
outside
for them.
the building.
Yeah.
they'd be like, upstairs. So yeah, Foster's, you get to the Arcane Assembly with Econ. Dill's back there.
Okay.
He takes like a, okay, what's going on?
I'll set the drawer down and we'll open the drawer.
Okay.
Ever seen anything like this?
Take out the drawer for a second. He's like, what? Carpentry now at the time? Yeah.
I mean, it's a solid false spot.
Have
but
I ever seen anything like that? The crystals? No.
I'll tap.
Can I?
I'll tap the screen.
Okay.
I think we would have headed to the inn next, right?
Yeah,
Just wanna
I
establish that.
do not know what those are. Do you know what the general function of it is? It appears
They message to another, I guess, crystal.
Okay. It appears to me that this. He's like looking at it, inspecting it. He puts on some goggles and looks at it a little bit. He says, I don't know exactly what material this is, but it seems highly conducive to magic. So, like, Sky Shard has a lot of innate magic within it. This looks like a type of the way it's made is it's very conducive to holding magic within it. Like it's an empty Sky Shard, so to
Got
speak.
it.
But I don't know exactly. It might not even be. It almost appears not to be naturally occurring.
Okay, so it was made.
Obviously, like this contraption was made out of it, but this material might not be naturally occurring. Is what I mean. Is what I'm.
Would the other arcane assemblies know more, you think? You know what? I still have my last candle use, don't I?
Yeah.
I'm going to pull out that candle.
Okay. Candle.
Fuck, how do I word this?
It goes. Oh, bookbox candle.
Yeah. I don't know the name of this, though. You don't know the name of the material either? Never heard of
No, I don't think. I think this is a new. I've never seen anything like this before.
it? Maybe I'll hold off on this then.
Okay. What does it do? Do we know where it?
I'll
goes?
tap the screen that shows like the
Yeah,
common
yeah.
letters. You can type out a message here, and it'll send a message to another copy of this the crystal. I just
Okay, so
didn't-
it's connected to somewhere.
Yes, I just didn't want to actually activate it because I don't want the other person to know about it.
Okay. I don't know how dangerous this is. Probably not very. It looks purely communicative. Doesn't look like there's like a way to like blow it up or something. Would you like me to try to reverse engineer where it goes?
Yeah,
Okay. Can you help me?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. He's just going to try every tool of the trade that he knows to try to figure out if he can get like any sort of ping on where this heads to.
All right.
Back to the three of you going to where?
The inn.
And Renastir and Ryan, you go to the inn. You go to the inn.
With Eamon, yeah.
No, we lost Eamon.
On the way,
Where's Eamon?
On the way, I would ask why we're going.
One of the guards before you left would be like, "Do you? I don't know where you're going. I want to respect your privacy. Don't know where you guys are headed, but I think one of us should go with you, just so that most people were told to look out for you and that you are dangerous.
It would
a
be
guard
for
with
the
you
best
to
if
explain
you
that
followed.
would. Yeah, he just looks like a basic dude who's a guard, and he.
What are we
is
hoping
with
to
you.
find at the end? At the Emperor's Inn?
There's a pair of crystals in this place. We should inspect to see if there is a matching pair there for communication. From what I gathered, Kuhara did not communicate much with Eamon, but there must have been a way that they were able to get out to the graveyard at the same time.
Be that Kuhara was communicating with whoever was back at that laboratory?
It's possible, but I want to cover all angles here. I'm not...
You guys were there when Phosphorus discerned that this is a new connection.
Oh, right.
They would have been... The connection between the two would be to something of the same size, and these are much smaller. So this is a different through line to something.
Kuhara is quite...
Not that it doesn't go to the same place, but it would be connected to something different.
Kuhara is quite the anomaly to me at this moment.
Even if there's not another set of crystals, it's still worth looking into where your imposter was staying.
If you're just a creature that doesn't need to sleep or eat, that convinced everybody else, including Econ and Tajima, I'm not sure he would... I mean, we should definitely go check, but
we were told that's where he was staying.
I wouldn't hope on finding much.
If you don't have to sleep, you're doing something, right?
Looking like you're staying somewhere as people don't know you're an android.
And so what are they doing in that room?
I have no idea what his intentions were here. To keep us... it seems like his intentions were to keep us out.
Yeah, so you guys go to the inn. I mean, a couple times the guard... you just get a lot of like scared or like very confused looks from people.
I hiss.
On our way there, I would take the ring Kuhara gave me off and hand it to Eamon. Can you... I don't know if we should take this to the Arcane Assembly to inspect further, but can you see if there is anything off about this ring? It was given to me by Kuhara.
I read aura.
Abjuration.
It's in
which is normally protective magic.
Abjuration, which seems to be normal protective magic. Can I roll something else other than just do that?
To just like inspect
cantrip?
it? Yeah. You can roll religion.
15?
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like I described before, the band is very basic. So it really doesn't strike you, especially with the information of the read aura, of something that has additional capabilities, well, obviously the implication would be ones that are detrimental to its wearer, other than what she, how it works and what she stated. But you are also aware that you are not like the most well-versed in magic in general, so it's like, you're confident in it, but you're also aware of the limitations of your knowledge on these things.
As you see me sort of like cast my hand over it and look at it, and I tell you it's abjuration, I say, yeah, there definitely seems to be something more to this than she may have let on. Something harmful, perhaps.
Well, it doesn't seem that way to you.
Oh, it doesn't seem that way?
Does
I
not
thought you
seem
said
that
it
way.
did. Sorry.
No, it doesn't.
I was like, man, that 15 really got me a lot.
It doesn't. I'm just saying that you are aware that you're also not the most knowledgeable person on this, and there are literally magics to hide effects and things like that. All of illusion hides things.
It seems normal to me, but again, this is not my wheelhouse.
We'll have to follow up with the Arcane Assembly.
Is there a possibility that she's been planning this the whole time?
No.
Why not?
If it was, potentially it could have been her at some point, but I don't believe that she was this way the entire time.
Do you think it was the real her? As far as her real body?
Something that I realized while talking with... I'm sorry, what is the other priest's name?
Loana.
When I was talking to Loana, I started to rattle my brain a bit. The magic that she wielded was exactly similar to our hooded friend, in a way that's not even just they're part of the same clan or part of the same type of magic. She used it even with the same slight subtleties.
So to add even further effect, you are obviously immune to negative energy damage, right?
Yeah.
So when they get racked by it, you can't really focus on like what it feels like. You're just like, ow, that fucking hurt. My life energy has been drained. all magic, even the same spells, have slight intricacies of its caster. Like when you cast if you were to cast lightning bolt, even the smell that it leaves or the feeling it gives things that it hits might slightly differ, not in terms of mechanics, but in terms of just like vibe and visuals and smells and tastes and things like that. Like probably when you do your healing magic, because it looks like a mist, there's like a feeling of wetness to them while it heals, whereas someone else might heal with like plants constricting or something like that. You have experienced the Hooded Man's magic and Kuhara's magic, and it felt very similar to you in a way that would imply that at the very least in some way she was wielding his magic.
Did Eamon's magic feel very similar to mine?
It's almost like when you see like an AI image of somebody that's like close. It's like
Uncanny Valley.
A little bit, yeah. It's like when you look at it and it's like if you were to just briefly look at like his Tempest Touch that he cast, it looked pretty similar, but in the way that he used it.
It's also an oracle spell, which is like the only other human I've ever seen cast it.
The
only other thing.
Why don't you roll nature with a +4 circumstance bonus?
That is a 13.
So the Tempest Touch, you realize he didn't do incantations for a spell. Looked like there were some of those in there, but it almost reminded you of things you've seen that used like magical innate abilities.
Like an item would cast a spell or something.
Well, less like it could come from an item, but less that like he was casting a spell. Yeah, so to speak.
That's
like,
what I mean.
Less that he was casting a spell and more that like he was a creature with the ability to do that.
He had a charge or something, yeah.
Yes, whereas you like call on this and do it as a spell, that is something that is an innate ability to replacement Eamon, we'll call him.
Yeah.
Which is scary in its own right, but also it's like not the same. It's similar, but it's not. He's not casting a spell. He's using an ability.
So do you think, Renistir, I know none of us know for sure, but it seems like the two options are, well, there's plenty of options, but the two that come to the front of my mind are she was the hooded figure. One, she was being wielded like a weapon almost of the hooded
Possession
figure.
is what I was thinking as well.
But
the issue is I
kind.
don't know if I would rule out that she's in league with it because it doesn't add up. If it willingly, she was the head priest of the chapel for 30 years. And this is a small town with an arcane assembly that doesn't even have the most amount of information as far as arcane assemblies go. I don't think she would set up all of these blocks for such a small town. And in that regard, I think if she was being puppeted or controlled by this android, or was him, then that is more likely than her having this entire thing set up 30 years in advance.
There's just a large difference in two options. We either eliminated the main threat we've been worried about this whole time, or it's still out there.
That is what has me concerned. But the other issue here is that if it was recently, there was only 3 containers for replicants. That could imply that even there might be another laboratory.
I'm still just stuck on the fact she did not seem to be an android.
Well, she was obliterated in the same manner as the laboratory, and so we don't have much to go off of.
Yes, but we did cut her open, and every other android we cut open showed us that they were an android.
We did not cut her open.
You bloodied her.
Every other android we bloodied in
I think
combat,
is what he's implying.
He made sure it was obvious that we saw it seemed to be an android. She was the only one that, after specifically asking and specifically checking, did not seem to be an android.
We are glazing over the fact it is incredibly damning in terms of like that there, at the very least, it wasn't like a majority android creature or something. I mean, you don't know enough to like fully piece these together. But the fact that you attempted to heat metal
That's
her body
what I'm saying.
and it did not work is...
And there's specific rules in heat metal for heating a creature made of metal.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
is as close to damning as possible, that she, at the very least, was close to, if not fully flesh and blood.
There's just so many variables here. If she was
I think
the head
she may
of
have
this,
stumbled upon something.
well, she could have even been that android could have been a puppet of her own creation that she was steering. But I don't know why, at that moment, if it was her, she would have blown herself up.
Because she said, well, I guess you weren't there, but before she did, she was almost dead. And she said that she may have underestimated us.
But every other time that we've interacted with him, he has gotten away through teleportation. Why would she just run back and hide behind a tree?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that she's the android. I don't think she's a android at all.
I just don't know. I'm not ruling it out. This is not me trying to vouch for somebody I would talk to, but it is more a matter of there is just so many unknowns that I can't rule out any possibility.
I would agree with that.
What you said that,
And even still, if she was in League prior to this, then this ring might be why that hooded man has been able to keep eyes on us.
you said that. Well, I guess I don't know if you said this out loud, but did you talk out loud about the spells and how they looked?
I would say yes.
I also did, yeah.
I would probably say, yeah, like the way the android Eamon cast spells, I guess you probably didn't see that either coming up, but very different than her.
Yes,
But
I would.
my question, if his looked like a cheap copy of you, and hers looked the same as the other guys, maybe we haven't seen the original and we've just seen cheap copies of the same magic.
That is why I
a
think
good point.
whoever it could even be a third party we've not interacted with. These could be two agents that were sent by a third party.
And why she
So,
communicates.
By now you're at the inn.
Yes, I would just open the door for my friends.
Yeah.
And we go back to Foster's. Crafting check.
So, Jesus Christ. 16.
Okay.
Rolling like dog shit.
I like that that's dog shit for you.
7.
Yeah. Okay. He puts it on this kind of, it's not really a disc, like a basin. Doesn't have any liquid in it, just like a brass basin, but he like sets the crystals in it and they kind of like float in it. And he takes out what looks like tools akin to just like metal rods and begins prodding at and like moving. He gives you goggles so you can see, but basically it shows the magic within it, almost like it's circuitry. And he begins to basically just mess with it in ways, and you're just assisting in any way you can. You're kind of the guy in the surgery that's like scalpel, and then you hand scalpel, and then whatever. Give me another crafting check.
20.
There's a moment where he's going through things. He's kind of messing with this magical circuitry. He stops for a second. He says, to get the answer we need, I think someone might have to resonate with this to some degree with magic. Because I think I can activate a ping to know where this is coming from, but someone would need to, like I said, resonate with it magically to feel that ping.
So I should go get Eamon.
Sure, yeah, I was thinking Tajima, but you can get Eamon.
Oh, I forgot she
Sorry, not Tajima, she's not back yet. I meant Yin-Hee. Yin-Hee has some magic.
Why don't we bring them both?
Yeah, okay.
Yin-Hee's here, isn't she?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, if we're getting Eamon, we should just... Eamon would be better because all Yin-Hee can do is heal plants. So
Yeah, that's fair.
I think Eamon could do a lot more than that.
Yeah, we go get Eamon. I'm gonna set Robo Eamon on the table. While I go do that, while I go
Check this
grab
out.
him, I just don't want to be carrying him around the entire time.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then is Econ still here?
Yep.
All right.
Been here all the time.
Do you want me walking around on my own?
I'll come with you.
Yeah. As we're walking out, so do you have any idea if Kuhara was like the actual Kuhara, or do you think she was replaced?
I don't know. At the very least, I think she was not. Just kidding. Econ has a southern accent. I don't know. At the very least, I find it incredibly hard to believe that she was some sort of mastermind behind all this. I have known her for 30 plus years. And I feel like if some of this was going to come about and she'd been planning all this time, it would have came about a lot sooner.
Yeah, it's kind of the thought I had.
Genius takes
as
time,
well.
baby.
If she was replaced, though, she would be in the perfect opportunity to hide the body in one of the graves.
She also, if you're going to replace somebody, right, the leads for who you would want to replace would probably be me, Dill, or her, because we're kind of three important figureheads of, obviously I'm Captain of the Guard, Dill runs the entire assembly, and she, more than anyone, probably has a pulse of the people as the head priestess. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, Dill is a lot more capable with his tools than with a weapon, but she is by far would be the easiest to get rid of if she were to be replaced out of the three of us, I would assume. She also kept her, as most priestesses do, specifically keeps her personal life out of preaching and things often, so out of the three of us it wouldn't be too hard from a surface to slip into that role, so to speak, if that makes sense. And he kind of like shudders in a bit, like talking about it in a way that like it's just like so uncomfortable to speak about someone he's known for this long in that way, but he says that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I don't know to what end having a pulse on the people here would grant somebody, but
Well, I guess
maybe
we'll
just
find that out.
information. Yeah, so you guys are at the inn,
Yeah, looking through
all of you except
Amon's-
Phosphorus.
Amon's
You
room.
go into the room.
Oh, I'd probably ask the bartender. Where was Eamon staying?
The
other
guard.
one.
Well, first the guard
Yeah, the
shows up
guard
in and he's
would,
like,
yeah.
"Hey, we're good." It just gives a brief explanation that everything's okay.
I was
And
here
then he looks to
beforehand.
you.
Where was I staying? Which room was I in again?
I don't know if we ever gave it a number, but like
Yeah.
know what room.
No, in game, I'm talking to the bartender
Oh,
because I don't feel like explaining what androids are.
yeah.
So I'm just
Like-
just saying, where was I staying the other night when I was here?
Yeah, he tells you the room.
Okay, we walk up there.
Okay.
Yeah. Did I sound normal like myself right now?
Huh?
When I was here recently,
I mean, you seem very distressed because I thought
thought they were
you
dead.
guys are dead.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Read about it in the
so,
paper.
Just
I walk
phosphorus.
upstairs.
Yeah, you go upstairs.
We only lost.
It's the same room
The most important creature.
you have been staying in. Like you, Eamon. It's the same room that you have been staying in. So
As we're like looking,
He
like
smelled
I'd
my
start
smells.
looking through stuff, like kind of digging stuff around.
well, the room is locked.
Oh,
Did he give us the key?
No, because you said you'd been staying there.
Sir, I seem to have lost my room key.
Okay.
Can I have another one?
Normally there's a fee for that.
I look at the guard. Lives are in danger, man.
Okay, cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, here. He
No, it's all good.
He runs to the back and he gives you a key.
I'm not mad at you. You're great.
I'm just
Yeah,
disappointed.
Cool.
It's been a long couple days.
Yeah.
Sorry. And I
okay, yeah.
Okay,
We
it's Tempest touching
upstairs.
on. Yeah, you go on.
go on
unlock the door.
and start looking through things.
The bomb
Okay,
goes
yeah.
off, those booby
And
traps.
while we're doing that, I would just turn to Eamon. I'm like, the other androids, they didn't have anything that were in their chest to that same capacity, but Kuhara did, right? At least as far as I can tell. I'm
didn't
not too
seem to
mechanically
be.
based.
I still hesitate to call her an android, but yes. They
No,
didn't- they
I'm
didn't
just
seem
saying
to have
the other
anything.
copies will say.
No.
I wonder if that had any key of either if she was being controlled or if that is why she was more realistic.
She was probably more important if she were being possessed by something, or she did come into contact with some kind of evil, especially if she had information on what she was communicating to whoever it was. Might have been a failsafe of...
Can I... I know you didn't really interact with it much because we tried to blow it up and then did blow it up. Can I sort of rack my brain on what that reactor really was? Like the ball that he shot with lightning.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Why don't you make a
giant marble
society or a crafting check?
Well, we're not doing crafting.
I would like to detect magic in the room.
Okay.
So I set out a pulse.
You do not get anything.
I'm just going to be snooping.
I will snoop as well.
You guys go through pretty much everything in there. There is a pack, but it looks full of just basic adventuring gear. And you don't find anything of crazy note.
This creature probably didn't need to eat or sleep or anything, so I doubt it really used much in this room.
Right.
10.
Yeah, no fucking clue.
Should we catch up with Phosphorus? See what he
Yeah, I'd
found
like
out?
to ask him about that.
You hear a knock on the door. It's Phosphorus and Econ.
What's up?
Hey,
Hi.
Perfect timing, Phosphorus.
Phosphorus, that
Get in the
reminds me.
bag.
Do you have any idea what that big reactor thing was?
You don't. You already rolled for it.
Nope.
Look no further because I have no idea.
Looking at you right now, because I thought, do you have any tattoos or scars?
I pull my shirt down to the... I got 2 little butterfly tattoos
Do you have any noticeable
Oh, yeah.
tattoos or scars?
at the festival. Not noticeable ones, no. I mean, I turn and like pull up the back of my shirt and there's like lashing scars all over my
It's
back.
the unimportant ones.
That's all I got.
When we were fighting when they were fighting the android, I never saw it, did I?
I mean, you saw it in pieces.
You saw parts of its
I
head.
need the skin though. I never saw the skin.
Yeah, not
You have
like
samples
When you were
of it,
no.
when you were fighting yourself, did you notice any of the same tattoos or anything scar-like?
Since I
What
know
el-
my own face, is there anything I would have seen in it that looked slightly different?
I'm curious if they're actually taking from something they saw or from the genetics from the blood. Because if it's a scar that won't grow from the genetics,
How would they have got yours or Renistor's?
I mean, to be fair, his was hairless.
I'm not counting.
Yeah.
Did mine have any burn scars or acid marks?
I mean, he was weirdly smooth.
Okay, that could be a way to identify if we were running into this again. If we're ever curious about who is who, we could mark ourselves in some way, keep it covered.
Both of you who are close to replacement Eamon, you guys
I already
can
have
roll.
covered.
Yeah, I mean, I sliced them.
You can
He
roll.
sliced
Both of you
them.
can roll.
You specifically said my wind cut his clothes
Retracted
open.
perception.
That's how I saw his roboticness.
Yes.
Perception.
Yes. You can roll with a +2, Reggie, because you were right up on him.
Can I get a plus because he's me?
No.
Okay. 14.
9.
I mean, when you cut him open, such as clothes, it didn't appear that he had that tattoo, at the very least. But
I got
none
that
of you,
tattoo like 3 days ago.
Yeah, none of you can really remember anything that would imply that he did or did not have like
Like
scars
a
that
week
Eamon
ago, I
had.
guess.
For
I'm not
those
sure.
of us who don't have tattoos or scars, we could get the marked and keep it covered.
I don't mean to cut this short, but Eamon, we need you at the assembly
That's
hall.
also true. Sorry,
We could talk
kind
on the way.
of got off on a
Yeah,
tangent there.
yeah.
Yeah, we
Okay.
we might
Matching tattoos, though. No.
I would go there. Yeah, we don't.
I'm like all tattoos.
Team tattoos.
so I don't
Team
know.
tattoos.
When I was
And this
shirtless,
is-
Maybe that's why there wasn't.
when I was shirtless, I did have like old guard tattoos. For the
Yeah,
record,
you did. Yep, you literally said that.
including a mom tattoo.
Oh yeah, and the rest there was completely naked, huh? It does not have your tattoos now.
Oh, I'd even say,
Yeah.
I like kind of, I don't know how I'd pull down my armor like, ah!
Yeah.
And we saw.
You take 10 minutes to take it off. You take 10 minutes to put it on.
Well, I do
Yeah.
have my tattoo, one of my mother, as I love her dearly. I did not notice on me and the buff I didn't have any.
I wonder if mine will have tattoos.
I hope he's not out there because he will be able to catch us no matter what.
He wasn't there for the fight because he was too busy
Not
finding
if we're
someone
going
strong.
down.
My
Downhill.
tattoos are like,
intricate.
yeah.
And magical.
Yeah, I didn't
To some
get
degree.
these. They've grown with me.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they were really small.
I would start walking out the door.
Yeah, we should go to.
Yeah, you guys are on your way there.
We're going.
Just start
But yeah,
talking
they
about
were
tats.
just like on my stomach, and they were small. And then as I got older, they got this big.
You guys get back to the assembly.
Oof.
He's there. Dill.
Okay.
Yin-Hee is also there. And she full sprints up to you, Eamon.
Can I vibe check her on the way?
And she's full sprinting up to you?
Yep.
She has a shotgun in
go,
hand.
Go ahead, roll perception.
What is that? Dun, dun, dun. She pulls out a rose box and flips a shotgun.
A rosebud.
What am I rolling against? Sorry.
Perception.
Okay. 21.
Anyway.
She looks terrified, but also like so happy.
I give her
It's
a
like such a mix of emotions.
big hug.
Yeah, she gives you a big hug. She goes, I'm so sorry. I was so worried. I saw pieces of you
We're
on
here.
Dill's desk.
Look at phosphorus.
And then he had to explain some things, and you weren't even you.
Turn to phosphorus. Like,
and then
what the fuck, dude?
And then the other three are alive.
I don't want to carry you around the entire time.
explain to her that I wasn't dead?
She wasn't here.
She was she saw it.
Dill kind of says, he's like, I'll be honest, that's kind of my bad. I didn't really think things through on that one. I was more worried about this. Anyways, can you help us?
I shoot
with
him a
this?
stare, and then I hug her one more time. And
I like-
I'm like,
Yeah.
we're okay. I'm okay.
Okay.
I
yes.
turn to
I'm happy to see
phosphorus
you.
and just am like, I'm still convinced they fucked in that tent.
She.
Oh, absolutely.
As you say that in your breath to her, she goes up to you and she gives you a hug.
Like sort of awkward, like yeah, like arms, and then I
She-
sort of like dad hug back a bit.
She kind of like kneels down to like try to give you a hug from us, and then she like settles on like a pat of the head. She doesn't really.
Your kind don't deserve
She
hugs.
got-
She gives you a hug.
It's kind of more offensive.
Oh.
Reggie.
Who are you?
I mean, she's met you before. She
Yeah,
spent
like
the whole
once.
festival with you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She goes, I attended your service. I am happy that you are
Oh, you're just
all
gonna
alive.
hug me.
What did
Dude,
you guys? What did you guys bury?
We didn't really bury anything. We just made gravestones.
They said we
Just
died on the
didn't
road.
have your bodies.
Metaphorical. Hey, do you know
Yeah.
anyone who would be able to parse anything about this ring?
We can find somebody.
Can I take a look at it?
What are we here to find out? We walked
Yeah.
in here for a reason.
Yeah,
Why am I
Dill's
needed
like,
here?
yeah, come here. Phosphorus and Eamon, come here. At least you guys. Yin-Hee can go look to see,
Yeah.
get the ring figured out. Yeah. And yeah, you guys go up. And you guys have passed your
Oh.
checks. He can just trigger it. He just needs you to basically resonate with the energy that's in this. It is a religion check.
Oh,
And
no.
can you remind me? Does he explain what the goal is of this?
He just needs you to match. Imagine if magic has frequencies. He needs you to match your magical frequency with the frequency that is about to be emitted by this thing.
In order to do what?
Resonate with it. It will ping to you where this thing is connected to.
That's the
if
main
you
thing I was asking
succeed.
is, did they relate
Yes.
why I'm doing this?
It is
Like,
divine magic in this though. So it is
technically what I'm good at.
it is a religion check.
That's with recall knowledge.
Yeah, it's a
not
different
with,
thing.
Not with this,
I
unfortunately.
would allow the only one that could conceivably assist would be Renistir because he
Yeah, I
literally
mean,
has
if they're
divine
getting
magic.
the ring, then I could. Help.
Yeah. Why don't you roll a religion check first, Renistir?
I have a 0 on religion. Can I help?
No, because the only reason he can help is because he also has magic.
What? I am
Not the same
innately
level, but-
magic.
19.
I'm Jenny.
+2 circumstance.
I'm Jenny boy.
So +2, you said?
Yep.
And BB 8.
Okay.
And I have no
Uh,
rerolls left.
You start to
Sorry,
resonate
boys.
with it, and you guys have your goggles on. You do the thing, and he clicks it into place. And there is wavelengths like a match for a second, and then almost slip past each other. And you guys aren't pushed back anyway, but there's a little bit of a magical like feedback bit, and it kind of blasts out of what was like it was being suspended or whatever, and it falls to the ground. Still looks functional, but like something bad happened.
Up my magic level and maybe spend a spell slot to try to assist in this magical bonding? Like
Yeah,
a focus spell perhaps or something?
Dill's like, okay, didn't expect that.
Can I try again? Sorry, I was feeling a little off.
Yeah. He like inspects it to see if it's good. And while he's inspecting the one that doesn't have the keyboard, words appear on it. And it says, it's been so long. When was it we last spoke?
Try again, quick. Don't say anything. Let's try this again.
Okay.
Okay, let's try it again.
Does it give me, using a spell slot, does it give me anything numbers wise?
He puts the goggles back on and he says, I can't try again. As if you look at it, it is now the thing he clicked into place is just clicked into place, and the moment is lost.
All right.
Well, I'll let the keyboard. Do we want to respond at all?
It's a riddle,
We're all in here,
or
right?
it's a code.
No, I think we're actually talking to the dude.
Yeah, you're all in there.
What?
He comes in there too.
We're actually talking to the guy. He just knew
In
it
the
wasn't
room.
You who were talking.
One of you asked.
Can you
we're all
let
in
me-
there, right? You're all in the room.
If you were to
No,
allow me, can I
that's
use...
not what?
Someone said we're all in the room, right? And I just said, yeah, you're all in there.
I know. We're talking about something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was so confused.
I was just responding
you were-
to the question somebody asked.
You're like, yeah, we're all in there, and I'm like, what? I didn't get it.
I don't think it's a riddle.
No, I think it's a code because they asked
There's a
me
correct
the same
Oh yeah,
response.
no, I absolutely think it's the code. I don't think we can find the correct response.
I don't.
Would I be able to use diplomacy in this?
I mean, you're just typing in what you're typing.
Wait.
It's like talking.
We could say whenever you type last. See what he says.
You type what you type.
Yeah, as far as like reading the response though and thinking of one in the same way a conversation works, could I possibly, knowing what I know about what they said last time, try to decipher what a better response would be?
I mean,
Not that you would tell me a response, but just how they might receive it.
I mean, it's clear that they're looking for something specific. It's exactly the same as when it was last time. No role will like give you what you're supposed to say.
Let's put
Especially
in-
with
let's
the
put in the
mercantile
same-
stuff, never having heard codes like this before, or like safe words or anything like that would hint at all in like the seafaring lore world.
I
Doesn't
saw
seem-
we put in the. Was it yesterday? We last talked to him yesterday.
Let's put in what he said to me.
It just says, it has been so long. Let's just say it has been so long indeed, or something like that. What do you guys think?
All right, let's do that.
Who's on the keys? Who's typing it in?
I am.
Okay, yeah. You type it in.
Yeah.
It types back. I'm starting to think my contact there is no longer living.
What gave it away? Yep.
Okay, you say that. Who are you?
Your worst nightmare.
My name is Phosphorus.
It types back. I will be honest, I did not expect a straightforward answer. But maybe it wasn't.
Ask him what his name is, or their name
Is that what he said?
Yep. But maybe it wasn't, question mark.
Who knows?
Ask what its name. Ask something.
Ask anything.
Who are
Don't
you?
just banter.
Someone worth knowing. Where are you?
ASL.
Didn't it say? Didn't it say?
Six.
I'm starting to think my contact there.
Yeah.
So it knows where we are.
Yeah.
Contact.
Um,
That must mean he has multiple.
On our way.
Yosoki.
Why would you lie?
Shrugs.
Emoji. There's just
Turn
an
my
emoji of a
Asterisk,
rat man shrugging.
asterisk, shrug, asterisk.
Yes.
Why would I tell the truth?
Fair enough.
But you already
You
did.
did just tell him your name bluntly.
Ask what their goals are.
What not you can do for your country, but what the country.
Ask
Starting
him
to think the wrong person is typing this.
Ask what they're doing. Why they?
what did they want?
What do they want?
What do you want?
Nothing from you.
What about the Oracle?
Say that.
I don't know about that.
Say something.
Something in relation. We got
Whom
the
do
parts
you
together.
want something from? I
Who
might
d-
be able to.
Who
help.
do you want to talk to?
The owner of this device.
Dead. Next
I'm
question.
afraid they're. I'm afraid they're predisposed.
Answer Cloudy, try again. That will be difficult to do.
Ask something vague, like if he wishes to talk to the elf. There's lots of elves.
Do you want to talk to the elf?
I'll tell you what. I have a proposition.
What is your proposition?
Come to Wakazana and find me.
My fist like clenches when he says that.
Wakuzan is a big city. Do you have any other hints?
Nothing shows up.
Say please.
I'm desperate, man. Come on. Are you looking for new employees?
Are you hiring?
We're all like, "What are you typing your backs to the wall?" Like,
He's like,
"Oh,
"Oh,
nothing,
nothing,
not
guys,
saying
nothing,
much." Not very talkative. This one.
So I guess we're going to Wakuzana.
Are we?
Why should we trust what this person says and go where?
Oh, we
they want
absolutely
us to go?
should not trust this person at all.
Why would we go to walk? We don't know the threat to Koi's gone.
I
mean, we don't.
We don't, but Wakuzana literally is our only lead.
Econ also chimes in. He says,
How far away is Wakuzana?
About a train ride.
The
We were worried about something happening to Koi when we were a day away, a couple days away.
Wait, were you
Yeah, but
guys
we
attacked by tree men?
ultimately, yeah,
Okay, just want to make
Here's
sure
a-
that actually happened.
one of those sentinels and 10 woodsmen came. We took care of them though, no losses.
That would have been important. Okay, yes.
The protection of Kwoi ultimately does not fall on the four of your shoulders.
Unfortunately, it has though.
It has. I've asked that of you. But if whatever's going on, this was the head of it, Kwoi might not be the only place in danger.
And Amen,
who
if this
knows?
is in relation to us staying here might further that.
So we're convinced that
I mean, the
there are no
labyrinth,
remaining threats to Koi that they
I
can't
wouldn't
handle.
say that, but, well, that they can't handle, it's hard to say. But what we do know is that, not 100% certain, but their base of operations and their main contact are rid of. I don't like it either, but we also don't... If this is a thing that was able to either puppeteer Kuhara, then this is the thing that will continue to keep attacking Koi.
And we've decided it's maybe if we do leave, it'll take the target off Koi's back.
Clearly, this is just one of the smaller heads of the serpent. This person that we just happen to communicate with is, if not above station, the head of this creature.
We should go back to the inn and discuss it.
Does anyone show up from Orang?
Yeah. They are confident that they've thoroughly vetted it and that there are no... It does what Kuhara said it does. There is nothing additional going on.
Why don't we spend the rest of the day here at the inn and we can discuss further and
Yeah, take some time
decide
to...
over the night what we're going to
I'll
do.
take the
Mull
ring
things
back and
over.
just put it back on, though.
Deal probably keep this and keep chipping away at it, see if there's anything additional to find, and when Tajima gets back, she'll probably want to talk to you guys as well. Just, if you don't want to, I can give her the rundown. Foster's told me everything, but
It'd be good to talk to her if we are. Well, whether we leave or not, we should talk to her.
one more time, thank you.
Who is speaking again? Sorry, Dill? Econ. Okay.
You can't tell by the southern accent.
Sorry.
Do you guys have interacted with her more than me? Would you like me to break the news about Kubo?
I would
feel
like to go.
We should. Yeah. I would like to go as well.
I don't know that we'll be telling her everything
Yeah,
for her sake.
I might leave that parts out. Some parts out.
I don't know how a grieving mother would react to such vile things. Best us to do this on our honor, though.
I do not envy you.
I don't either, but it needs to be done.
You folks will be at the inn. I
Yeah, we'll
assume?
be at the end. Do you want to go talk to her now?
Yes.
We should
Would you-
stop at the. Was it the chapel that gave out those on the night of the festival? Those papers
those papers.
that people wrote names on of loved ones.
I mean, it was Kuhara and Loana. It wasn't really the chapel, but they ran it. Yeah.
Never mind.
With what I know of necromancy,
I just wanted to find a way to console her with something that sort of honors their culture. So maybe bringing some of those papers or something like that to just sort
They're
of.
also not from here.
I know, but still.
what I know about necromancy or even the boneyard, do I know what happens when a construct like that is with a soul in it? What happens to that soul?
Yeah, so again, we touched on this with the zombies, is It goes back to the boneyard, but it's not Kubo soul anymore. It's that soul puppets. It's that soul, whatever, soulbound doll, whatever.
Kubo soul's just gone.
Yes. Just like why we touch on why making zombies is so vile is because you, to their core, basically rid their soul of their existence, and now it is a zombie soul. So when it returns to the boneyard, it is treated as the soul of a mindless undead.
Yeah, we don't tell her that either. Gonna be honest.
Yes.
You're not going to see him on the other side.
Yeah.
Well, there is one way. Turn her into a zombie.
Like,
It's
the only way.
That is like a very just way to do necromancy. Attempting to reunite a mother with her son. Anyway.
they're both be mindless.
Hey.
I don't know about that.
I feel like a mom wouldn't care. She'd just want to be there.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab Robo Aiming as well.
Okay. Yeah.
If I
There's
were-
just pieces of my head. It's not like a whole me.
No, it's pieces of you.
You guys go to the Keeper Tree, where
Yes.
Teruya lives.
I'm not going with them.
Yeah. When I said you, I'm sorry. I meant Renister and Eamon.
Cowards. You're all cowards. I'm kidding.
She cried in the both of your arms already once.
I know.
So.
I have an errand to run, so
She's there.
You just run out of the city.
Not an
This
errand,
time
an
she's
errand.
sitting on the porch in a chair. She sees you approach. Econ will go with you to vouch that you're real, because like everyone else,
We've come to finish the job.
She's in a
Yeah.
rocking chair with a shotgun.
Yeah. But yeah, he walks up and he smooths things over and then leaves. But he leaves and she's sitting there and she says, "Good to see you are alive." She looks
Good to see you
Renister.
as well. We
give
don't want to.
Sort of a martial salute
Yeah.
in a way.
Would you like to come in?
Yes.
Probably for the best.
Yes.
Okay. She immediately reads the tone of the voice.
I would like to, non-verbally, if it takes like a diplomacy or I'm not sure what it would be.
Yeah.
I really want to get I don't want to deceive her. I want to give off the vibe that I am here to give bad news.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Like-
I feel like you're apt enough with your emotions. You can just do that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want there to be any confusion or what are they going to say? Like I
Yeah,
very
yeah.
much want to look like.
Yeah, I
for
would,
sure.
I would probably have a very similar look to the last time.
Like in movies when people find out they're significant other, someone knocks on the door and they kind of know.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Yeah, I mean, you give out that energy and she feels it. She opens the door, and as she opens it, you hear a deep. And she goes in. She sits at the table, offers you guys a seat.
We.
Real quickly, do I know if this process of the whole puppet thing, I guess I wouldn't really know that much. Do I know if it's super painful?
What would they have to do to Kubo to get his soul in there?
What's your roll? Occultism or crafting?
On his recall knowledge, even if we did this on the way there, perhaps.
Yeah,
Could
for
I
sure.
use
To
the
pass? Yeah. Yep.
yeah
Make a.
occultism?
Well, you make a lore check.
Oh yeah. That's the whole point.
Yep. Oh yeah.
It's 24.
Plus 2 circumstance bonus.
We're at a -1 right now.
Oh god.
Well, not that he rolled that, but that's his total now.
Yeah, no, it's -3 on both. So we're going occultism because that's
Okay.
more my vibe.
It's more my vibe.
16?
I mean, with a lot of things, there's not often one set way to do things. It probably wouldn't be that painful, but you're basically robbing a soul of its memories and most of its sentient, most of its personality. So it's less painful for Kubo and more painful for all of those who knew what Kubo was and then became.
But to get the soul out of the body, is like a ritual, or do they just kill Kubo and?
You would not know the specifics. There's a lot of ways to do things, especially when it comes to yanking souls and putting them places. Could have been blood magic. Could have been more akin to some level of magical crafting or
So
stuff
to
like
an
that.
extent, he just doesn't really exist anymore.
Basically, yeah.
It's probably the most favorable outcome in this situation.
Yeah.
Instead of enjoying a nice afterlife.
Or the alternative.
I don't know how it works in this world.
Is he in hell?
Is he a
Puppet
He's a
hell?
bad boy.
But yeah, she's the sound.
Can you remind me her name again? I'm sorry.
Teruya.
Okay. Ma'am, I wasn't going to try it.
You're like, I need the name.
Taruya. I just like look
ma'am?
at Taruya.
Yes. I assume you probably already know why we're here. We believe, as far as everything we know, we believe your son has passed. And we have pretty solid evidence of it. No remains have been brought back. I'm so sorry. If that was possible, we would have done it. But I will spare you the details, but your son has passed. If it brings you any consolation, who/what did that is gone. And we made sure of it. I'm so sorry.
I just have one question.
Yes?
Was it Imagine?
No.
As far as we know, no.
Okay.
It's not impossible, but
Very extremely unlikely.
to the best of our knowledge, it was not Imagine. I wouldn't say you are in any danger.
She begins to cry.
I just put my hand on her shoulder.
I'd do the same, yeah.
She kind of stops her tears for a second. She gets up. She says, "Give me 1 second." She goes into the room on the right. She knows Kubo's room. And she comes out and she takes she's holding a painting of a sunset. She says, puts it on the table. She says, "I can't look at the things he used to make. A parting gift for all you've done for us."
You see Eamon like very much not wanting to be the one crying, but he's trying as hard as he possibly can, but his eyes are fairly shiny right now.
I would say trying to hold it back, but Renister is just very silently angry. Like furious.
Yeah, she puts it on the table.
I take it and like gently roll it. Or I'd look at it for a second and then gently roll it and put it somewhere safe. I know there's not much we can do for you, but is there anything you need from us? Finances, do you want us to just stay here for a while? Do you wish to be left alone? Do you want to go stay with your neighbor for a little while?
Yeah, can you just send a sigh over?
Yeah, I'd be happy to. We'll have Econ come by and let you know for sure, but we may be leaving very soon.
Okay.
Not positive on that, but if we do, we'll have Econ come tell you.
One more time, in case you guys leave before I see you. Don't blame yourself.
Since you asked, we will do the best we can.
Do you... I'm not sure if you do, but do you wish to keep in contact with us? I just know that having people that maybe you can say, it is harder to discuss these things with locals, people who
People
knew
that
Kubo
understand
very well.
who you are, what you are.
I will guarantee that I will certainly write back to you. I just know that if you need someone to share any feelings with, I'm not the most versatile in that field, but I can promise I will respond.
Can you guys do me one favor?
Certainly.
Anything.
Do you have mothers?
Yes.
Just sort of nod silently and you see a tear finally break over my eye.
Tell them you love them for me.
Eamon nods and just kind of the first sniffle.
Just clench, just like white knuckle clench fist.
She goes to your room.
I turn and just like pause, like holding the handle of the door and take a deep breath and wipe my eye. And then
I would just
open
say,
it
I,
and walk
even while
outside.
he's doing that, I like, even before he gets up, I like get up and just like walk out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I assume someone stops and tells
I
Asai
would
to go over.
I
Is
would
there,
go tell
like-
her. Renistor seems a little steamy right now.
I'm assuming
Yeah.
we're in a tree.
Yeah, you were basically.
So is there just like a
high canopy.
giant, like, I'm assuming like center, like branch? There's like not any open area on the trunk.
Yeah.
It's not like a house.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna punch it repeatedly
Okay, yeah. I mean, you can.
until I put like a dent in it.
Oh, yeah. You're a very strong boy.
So as he's just like thundering at the scene, it kind of makes me flinch every time. I've never really seen you break like this before.
I'm just like kind of screaming the whole time, a little bit.
Okay,
Just like,
yeah.
you know.
Asai.
No, not like ah, but just like like
Yeah.
like just like
I mean, that-
putting each
yeah.
emotion into it.
That's probably enough
If she
for
pokes her head out the door,
Yeah.
I would just hold it and like nod and
Yeah, give her the love down.
wave my hand to come over, and she'd come over and just kind of whisper. I'd say, "We just found out Kubo has passed. Kuhara doesn't want anybody with her now but you."
Teruya.
Sorry. Kuhara.
Ma'am.
Kuhariman.
She nods immediately, like understanding the emotional gravity situation, goes into Teruya's home.
As that happens, what kind of like social class are they again?
Like lower middle class to poor.
I'll give her 50 gold pieces as she goes in, and I say this is for anything she needs taken care of. If she needs to take time, just take it. It's okay. Whatever, even if it's just flowers or money to stay at an inn to get out of her house for a bit, whatever she needs.
She gives you a hug. She says, "Thank you."
Of course.
And she goes inside. You had an errand to run, Reggie?
Yeah.
He goes to the crow lady.
I don't know who that is.
Is it just you running it, or is Phosphorus coming?
Well, Phosphorus can tag along. I'm just going to the market real quick.
Sure.
I just have a Kruth Claw and generic Kruth materials to sell.
Okay, yeah, for sure. You could, I mean, actually, the
Travel
Arcane
them.
Assembly would be the place to probably sell
Oh,
that
word?
stuff.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
sell those.
Okay, yeah. Do you attempt? You just get
No.
the first deal you get, or you
Yeah,
just
of
like,
course.
Yeah. You would get 15 gold pieces for that.
Do you haggle? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Phosphorus doesn't say anything. Like
We found him with no money, so
It's
he's
true.
He's just happy to be here.
But yeah, you guys eventually all return to the inn.
I would attempt to talk to you on the way back, or
I
at
would
least
go to
try
the chapel.
to calm you down.
No, I would.
Okay.
I would just not be like responsive at this point. Like,
Okay.
right now.
After I say a few comments and he just kind of like doesn't really respond and keeps walking, I just take the hint that he's not really wanting to talk
Yeah.
and just
Are we just
kinda-
like eating at the inn or drinking at the inn?
I would.
Can I say it?
Yes.
As you're walking away, if you choose not to respond, that's totally
Okay.
fine. I just want to say, Renistor, I understand sort of what you're feeling. We do have some things to decide, and time is of the essence. You can still go. Give me a thumbs up if you want to leave, thumbs down if you want to stay.
I'd just pause and like. I'd just keep walking.
Okay.
For the record, if when you come back to the tavern, I have his robo head. And I'm just trying to figure out how that works.
Okay, yeah, for sure. What's your crafting?
Darts.
I thought you had pieces of a head, not like a full head.
He does have
It's not
pieces
like, it's
of
not like
it,
a
yeah.
full head.
He's
It's
trying to
like part of your
reconstruct it.
head.
Yeah.
Also
We
that.
can make him better, stronger.
We can build him again. 22.
You go to chapel?
I would just find Loan.
That place is cursed now.
Yeah. Yep.
I would just like walk, and I'd say, I don't know who will be taking over the responsibilities for tending the graves, but I would like to pay and make sure that the boy Kubo gets a proper grave site, even though there's not a body.
Okay.
Probably a stone sunset with a fox dancing in the sunlight
Okay.
as its centerpiece.
I'll have to figure out the expenses. Will you be at
Just
the
send
inn?
it to the inn and I'll pay for it.
Okay. When that comes to the inn, it would be, call it 20 gold. Because I assume you don't mean like a full like walk-in tomb. You're talking about like a very nice headstone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Probably more like the above a headstone, kind of like almost.
Yeah, like
statue.
yes, like a yeah. I know what you're
Almost,
talking
yeah.
about. Yeah.
On the way back, I would also want to stop at the assembly and talk to Yinhee.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you get there. Yeah, I mean, nothing means you guys have to leave immediately.
Right,
you
is
have
gone.
You have you have time to like collect your things and your bearings, and obviously,
But just like
econ-
out of game wise, this is the last session of the season.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I would like to have a conversation.
oh
in
yeah,
game
for
with her
sure.
at some point.
Yes, yeah, she's there, kind of tapping her foot in her room. She turns around, you enter. Hello.
She can probably see that I'm a little disheveled, like the kind
Yeah.
of like puffed up eyes that just cried a little bit.
Yeah. Is everything all right?
Can we just go on a walk?
Yeah,
Thank you.
we're not allowed to leave the
Okay,
walls, but
That's fine. Just
okay.
Anywhere.
Yeah, you guys.
And maybe like if we get in one of those like elevator things going up a keepy tree just to
Yeah.
like kill time, I just want to say, well, Yinhee, my group and I may be leaving very soon.
Okay.
I just had to give news to the mother of Kubo that Kubo's passed away. And I think as we walk, Eamon's just going to sort of like go into a bit of a blurb, I suppose, and tell her everything.
Okay.
So who he is, how he got here. Not every detail for the sake of time, but just like
Yeah.
everything that's been happening, like how he's fallen into all of this,
Yeah.
how he feels like he should just leave, like it might be safer just to go, how he is afraid of his powers, afraid what he might do, afraid for her, upset for his friend Renisteer, just like all the things. He'd tell her about his parents, he'd tell him about how they were killed by marauders and he was taken into slavery, just all of it, his whole journey to get here. And by then he's just like, maybe they're obviously off walking up in this keepy tree area.
Yeah.
He just takes a deep breath and is like, I'm sorry, that was a lot. I haven't been able to tell that to anyone in a very, very long time.
I don't know if this helps, but I can think of at least 4 people who are better off knowing you than not. I
appreciate that.
Have
you ever wanted to go to Wakuzana?
Not particularly. It would be the furthest from home I've ever been. And this is already quite a big city for me.
Would you ever consider it? They have an assembly there, all the same work you could do, even better, from what I'm told. You wouldn't have to go with us as far as our adventures and escapades, but...
Tajima offered me a position in the guard.
Oh, that's really cool. Congratulations.
She said, with the proximity to the elves and everything that's been going on, it would help to have someone who knows so much about magic so close to these forests. The city finally accepts me here.
That's so good. That's what I was about to say is I think you, at the very least, you deserve to be somewhere where you're accepted and people care. If that place has become here, the place you're accepted, then I think you should stay. I'm very happy for you.
You deserve that as well, Eamon. And at the very least, I think you found a little piece of that in your 3 companions.
They bring me more comfort than any geographical location could. There hasn't been anywhere that I felt at home for that long, except when I was a young boy, perhaps. But even then, hasn't felt like this.
I do not know what you plan to do there, but write to me, please.
Yeah, Of course. Is there any faster way to communicate with all of this stuff in the assembly? Are you aware of anything like that? I hand her a pair of crystals.
You swipe them just to give them to her. When I find the other ones, I will contact you. She, not that I am aware of.
Oh, I already had a pair.
Oh, she was the one.
Add me on Snapchat.
She says, "Oh, it has been so long. When was it last we met?" No, yeah. She says, "Not that I'm
Okay.
aware of."
All right. I'm not sure when we'd be leaving. We'd be going to Wakuzana. If we do, I'll come by and say goodbye. But right now, I'm guessing we're like going down the elevator again now. I need to be getting back to my friends. So it's been so great to see you, and I wish we had more time. But
Same.
I will see you very soon, I hope.
Be safe.
I give a plastered on top of a destroyed face smile.
Yeah.
Trust no one.
Walk
Yeah.
away alone again. Bad
Yeah.
news after bad news.
Eventually, if
That would
that's
taken a couple hours probably at least.
oh, for sure, yeah. After everything, unless there's other bad things to run. I never answered your crafting check, did I? My apologies. What'd you get? Do you remember? No fucking idea. Want to roll again?
26, I bet.
I just looked at the
22?
dice. It's 22.
Okay.
What'd
Yeah.
you roll that for?
I mean, it is you as you dive into the circuitry. There was a lot of things that remind you that look like tubing almost, not akin to a blood vessel, but kind of similar. It has a spread out as you would find from like blood vessels in the system.
Looks like it was based off the human body, but with circuits.
It doesn't look like they would have. They're not circuits. They would have pumped something through this body, and you find a bit of what appears to be fluid similar to what was in that sphere.
Okay. I'm just going to keep that like in like a glass bottle.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, eventually all of you would get back to the inn.
I would go to the bartender.
Okay, yeah, you go there.
Remember last time I asked you for the strongest stuff?
Yes. Yeah.
How much for a bottle?
How much was it for... Didn't you get a bottle?
Mm-mm.
Do you remember how much it was for a cup?
Did we get a
I
bottle?
think you got a bottle
Yeah.
because you poured it to me later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you...
So you
feel like it was
still
like
have a bottle of that stuff.
mini
Unless you drink it
silver.
right now.
I'll take 3 bottles.
Okay. Call it 45 gold.
Glug, glug.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you guys sit in the inn, or do you sit in a room, or where are you meeting up?
if they're already in there, I don't know, wherever.
They're at a
Randy is.
table.
I'm at a table with his
Yeah.
other head.
Yeah, I would similar to last time, go up to my room, top armor off, come back down in the like.
I also
stripes
would go
muscle
put on my
shirt.
fine clothes.
Okay,
I'm just
yeah,
kidding.
yeah.
I wouldn't do
Oh,
that.
okay.
I
Funeral clothes. You have a veil.
I would just be like messing with my dagger. Like,
Yeah.
Hey, Raiji.
Yeah.
Mind if I have some of that?
Yeah, I'll pour him some.
Yeah, I do mind. You fuck.
15 gold.
Yeah. Yeah, you pour him some.
as they said, I say, may you pour me one as well, or 2 or 3.
Yeah, maybe we should have a discussion first before we drink this.
Yeah, that's a smart idea. This thing
I
knocked
hit it.
me out.
I wasn't worried about you as
Yeah,
much as
I
I
hit
am
one.
about Eamon.
Yeah.
I was a sailor, bro. We're good. I was a sailor, bro. We're good. I take a drink and I'm like, oh, that's strong. Yeah, I'm fine.
So anyway, what's the plan?
Yeah, what? Can I do a little insight check on Ministry? I guess if that's not how it's going to work
Maybe you
between,
could just, yeah.
between players.
Yeah,
How does he
I mean,
look?
insight check is a little more loud because nothing that you get from the insight check, you will just learn information.
I wouldn't
you
be
won't
hiding
like,
anything.
I just want
Yeah,
but
he
I just wanna
is a
see
lizard.
His general, holy shit.
I start eating flies.
He hasn't been a red lizard this whole time. I would just see how he looks. Last time I saw him, he was very distraught, lots of pent up energy. Does he seem like obviously he's probably still upset, but like a little
Yeah.
more calm?
Is that? Yeah, I mean, you can just describe how you look.
Drained
I guess.
and
I don't want
dour.
to speak for you. Yeah.
I would say
Probably
that
not
like spent.
not
Yeah.
in quite a rage like the post
Yeah.
crash
I would
afterwards.
say this is probably the most depressed. Not depressed. That makes it like sound like like a psychological status effect, but more so just like this is probably the most just sad,
Distraught.
I'd say just a little bit distraught, most sad you've probably seen Renister.
So you're onto something, Raji. What are we doing here, guys?
I'm going to Wakuzana.
Yeah, I figured we're all going to Wakuzana. Hey, they're messing with your head.
I look and just shudder a little bit. I take the drink, and I
Fortitude saving.
for one shot.
Oh, yeah.
One shot.
One shot
what I was
knocked me
last
out.
time.
That's what we did. That's why I said don't. Phosphorus passed down instantly last time.
From a shot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, if I would have seen that, I wouldn't. I was just
Okay.
wanting a drink of liquor. I
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
like,
Okay, for sure.
give me the hardest shit you have.
Yeah, I was.
I
I'm
forgot
like,
he literally went up and said, "Give me the hardest shit." you
Yeah,
have."
I
Yeah,
had
but
three-
even the hardest alcohol in the world doesn't make you pass out after a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the
well,
hardest
Fantasy
alcohol in the
land.
magical world.
I know.
Yeah.
But so that's
Yeah,
why
yeah,
in my head
yeah.
I was like, okay, hard liquor,
sure.
yes.
Yeah,
one
That's why
shot.
I'm like,
You don't-
Eamon,
yeah, yeah,
let's talk first.
I would just have got a different drink. Then.
I would.
Yeah, for sure,
I
yeah.
guess I would
just way
tell
beforehand.
you.
Like I would
Yeah.
have had a different beverage. So
Yeah,
I'd
just
take a
like
drink
I
of
I'd
that.
hold off on
I
the
would
second
tell you.
shot.
Yeah.
I just have
You just wanted to leave as soon as possible.
I figured we was leaving in the morning.
I'm okay with making plans on the way, but we should talk a bit about like
So yeah,
what are we
if
gonna do there?
you take the locomote, it's probably a 15 to 20 day journey.
have I ever been to Wakuzana?
Yeah, your session 0 started there. We did that stuff there, and
what I figured.
yeah, you've been there. It was a port city, pretty prominent. It's the biggest city in New Ranku. So walking there or traveling there not on a locomote would take little over a month. But yeah, it's kind of up to you guys what you want to do.
Should probably just take the locomote.
Yeah,
You guys definitely have the coin too, for sure.
We
Yep.
just decide on the way. We're going off of what to trying to find this person.
Yeah.
Where will we start?
How far away from Wakuzana is the like headquarters of the Order of Icar?
Pretty far away.
I figured.
That when you died, that dude, whoever it was, I guess it doesn't have to be a dude. I just used dude unisexually. Traveled 110 days with your corpse.
Jesus.
So
I'm also
it's very
big.
far. Yeah. Well, it's just I mean, Raidi's from there, and he traveled like a couple months within the most direct line to the elves.
Yeah,
and the
'cause I
elves are
climbed-
still a month
I
away.
climbed the
through
mountains.
Do I have a means of probably just letter, huh, to write to them? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'd probably start.
You weren't really at a point where they expected.
I'd probably
such prominent
be-
things. So
writing up a full report on this.
you
as
would
well.
also, yeah, for sure, you can do that on the way, and you would also like know of someone in Wakuzana to contact that might be able to
Gotcha.
contact.
Will this be
quicker.
the first time anyone there has seen you alive in Wakuzana?
Have I been there since?
Nope.
So everyone there still probably thinks you're dead.
I'd like to.
I mean,
keep it-
his whole scale color changed
I'd like to keep
to a
it that way.
degree, and it's been long enough, and lizard folk are stoic and rare enough that almost no one will even be rolling to recognize him on sight. Only people close to him. The city is a very big place, very big.
Yeah, but I'm guessing we would probably start somewhere that someone's familiar with.
I will probably be saying. I haven't decided the one, but I would probably like my parents to know that I'm still alive. I don't want them to have to go through. And I don't say, oh, that's where I stop.
You told me once, and I forget. I'm sorry. How long have you been the way you are now?
Probably a little over, close to a year now.
It's been about a year.
Okay. I mean,
Not
we can
maybe
use that
Overall,
as a year.
though, I'd want my current state to be not well known.
Would a safe
the less
place to
people know
start be
about
the
it.
assembly? Might be our best bet as far as, I mean, it's a massive city, so
If you,
I can
yeah,
search
so-
around for connections. I've done some mercantile work there, but I can't, I mean, a lot of it was just with like other
Would I know
traveling,
if that's the best
sailing
place
people.
to start?
To transition slightly out of role playing through the conversation, you are aware, if you are looking for someone in this city with no lead directly other than what you have been through, it would take a very long time if all of you looked in the same place. The city is sectioned into wards that they themselves could be their own cities. So it would probably be best, since you have no lead other than Wakuzana and obviously like what you've experienced and gone through, looking at things like that, the best course of action would be to for all of you to look in different places.
Yeah, I'll have access to a whole new line of connections once we get there.
Why don't we can discuss this more on the way, but why don't we split for a little while? We can meet back up after we each gather info. If there's not any real danger there as far as we're aware of, maybe having a meetup spot like the assembly or something, we can each maybe canvas some more ground, look for murmurings in the city.
It's definitely a place that even if you don't live in the same area or place, it would be pretty easy for you guys to all keep contact as well.
We keep contact with each other as we go. We can decide that on the way as well, but it'd be a bit of a needle in the haystack situation if we all stayed. Yeah. And it would give you time to do what you need to do on your own.
I agree. I need to make contact.
Yeah. And there ends the first season. And there you have it, folks. Our party's time in Kwoi comes to an end. But new adventures await in Wakuzana. Dark pasts will be revealed, ancient evils will be fought, lives will be put on the line, and as always, many, many things will explode. Thank you so much for joining us on part 1 of this 4-part adventure. We look forward to seeing you next time on Dying 5.